Okay, in
Oh,
theory, this
John
went better.
In theory.
Yes,
Testing.
it is working now,
One,
according
Pi
to
two,
is my
one,
Monte.
favorite
two.
number.
Yeah,
How
according
Yes,
to
John
Monte, it's
Nemo
working.
understands the different types of infinities. Thank you. So now it understands.
All right, so let's try that again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Infinite Horizon, our Cypher system, sci-fi supers actual play. We're here right in the middle of our finale arc, which is what sparked the conversation about infinity and how technically it doesn't. You get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going with this. So when before we actually get into all of this, we have some announcements, and unlike my previous several times, there actually are announcements. I have them. So a reminder to everybody that next week we are going on our season break, which means this is the second to last episode in season 2 of Infinite Horizon. Um, so yeah, we will be going off, and actually, so next week will be the season finales of both Infinite Horizon and Into Deep. They're both gonna have their season finales, unless anything goes wildly away from the plan, then we'll have to figure something out. But assuming everything goes according to plan, that is what's going to happen, and then we'll be still doing Ramblemancy and like game streams, maybe throw in some one-offs in there. I promise nothing, but maybe we'll throw in some like one-off special programming in there at some point. But otherwise, we will be off for about 8 weeks. The plan is to come back on September 1st with the next season of Infinite Horizon. So yeah, this is why would you assume it'll go according to plan? I don't, Geek Outs. I don't assume it'll go according to plan. But
We already weren't supposed to have the caretakers, but we do now. So
hell, none of the last couple of episodes was supposed to happen the way it happened. You weren't supposed to go to the Voxora, but you did. So so yeah. So there is that. You know what they say about plans, GMs, and storytellers. That's fair. That's fair. But yes, in theory, this we will be off. The season will end next week on July 7th. Speaking of July and programming, particularly specialty programming, we are in the process of, or have already fulfilled quite a lot of the programming that was unlocked from charity. But there's one thing that we haven't done yet, and that is the Rule of Lore Among Us stream. That's right. Y'all thought we forgot. I don't know if you thought that, but we definitely didn't. So I think I can probably just say when it's gonna happen. It's pretty much locked in at this point. So, Thursday, July 15th. Is that the right date? Did I say the right number?
Mhm.
That's a Thursday, yeah.
Good. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thursday, July 15th at a time. I'll remember. I think it's at 5 p.m. Pacific, but I'm pretty
It was
sure
like
it's
4 or 5.
I think it's
yeah.
at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. The point is that listen, it's been several years of us doing this at this point of streaming, and you'd think we'd have figured this out by now, but we don't. We've gotten
I didn't write the
worse at
time
it.
on my calendar.
We've honestly gotten worse at it. The point is, we're gonna be doing the Among Us stream that features the casts of Infinite Horizon and Into Deep, as well as, it feels shitty to just say, and also John, but that's literally what it is. So yeah, the writers' room and the casts of both of our actual plays will be playing Among Us. We will be stabbing each other in space. It'll be chaotic.
I believe for several of us, it'll be our first time ever playing
Yeah.
the game, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be really fun.
I have played it at least 5 times, so I'm basically a genius.
I have played an undisclosed number of times. So yeah. So I think for Freeman, for Caitlin, for Olivia,
Mhm.
yeah, I think at least it'll be the first time playing.
hmm
I actually am not sure about how many of the Into Deep crew have played, but yeah, it'll
I
be
think at least some of them
wild.
played at least once. I know Liv has
Yeah.
played at least once.
Yeah, so that'll be happening July 15th. I'm not going to say the time just in case I'm wrong, but we will be talking about it more as we get closer to it. So I feel like there's more to say about.
The postseason. Are we announcing that yet?
I don't know what you're talking about. So if we are, if
Oh,
we,
this.
oh
for
right,
this
yes,
show.
good,
Yeah,
yes,
I didn't know if we're announcing that yet.
we are, yeah. So, furthermore, on Friday, July 23rd, instead of Ramblemancy, everybody that you see here, and also John, will will
What?
be will be doing a season wrap up of Infinite Horizon. We'll be doing our end of season Q&A where we will be able to talk about the whole thing, all of it, every single part of it. For the first time ever, we'll be able to talk about this season in its entirety. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, so y'all will be able to come by, ask us your questions, yell at us a little bit, you know, do what you do on the Discord anyway. But live on the internet. That's it. That's all I've got. I think that's. I
You
think
can
that's
hold
the
us accountable for whatever we do.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Gemini.
Thanks, Gemini. And
Woo!
also Ray the Fae gave some bits as well.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see
Earlier.
that. Wow, where
Yeah.
am I? Why are my notifications not updating? Well, they're updating randomly, I'll say. But anyway, thank you so much, both of you, for the bits. Oh gosh. Gemini says, well, actually try to avoid Figment. Let us see if they
Avoid.
can. That's all I've got for channel announcements. Y'all wanna how about tell you what, why don't we jump right into the game, and if y'all have, then we can do all of your announcements, like personal announcements and stuff, at the end. And we'll
Yeah.
make sure to take some time to do that. The time that we would normally put here, put it over there, because you know, we're already you know, cutting it close with the just perfect flawless start to this session. So so yeah, I think with that we'll get into tonight's episode of Infinite Horizon. And welcome back, everyone. Let's see, previously on Infinite Horizon, as the crew waited for the Voxora High Council to finish deliberating, they received a transmission from Wire relaying the news that the Apex Ascendancy was moving a massive fleet into corporate space. Having discovered the location of Silverbreak's Prime Conduit, they sought to seize control of the game-changing technology from the corporations and the Commonwealth. Worse, the Commonwealth had sent a fleet of their own in response, and as if that wasn't enough, Damian Ellis himself, and therefore Figment, would be overseeing the first major test of the Prime Conduit personally. Realizing that major events were in motion and that they couldn't afford to wait for the Voxora, the crew raced to Sulan seeking the assistance of the caretakers. It had become clear that the Prime Conduit was crucial to Figment's inscrutable designs, and therefore had to be destroyed. While Teon, Mason, and Abriel purchased some high-yield explosives from questionable sources, Bina and CT managed to enlist the help of the Sulan caretaker hive, who provided 2 drones and a human intermediary named Aramis to aid the crew. Explosives in hand, and caretaker companions in tow, the crew set a course for the location of Silverbrake's Prime Conduit, the Arc-1 research station. They arrived just as the Commonwealth and Ascendancy fleets clashed over control of the Prime Conduit, which, to their dismay, was already in the process of powering up. With little time left to avert disaster, the crew rushed to the control station in a desperate attempt to shut down the conduit before it was too late. And that is where we left off. So, so, starting off, at the same time as when we left off, but not quite where we left off. Peach, as your companions, accompanied by, I believe Ada was accompanying you. Is that correct? Ada Sprix was I think so. Yeah. So, as your companions, accompanied by Ada Sprix, board the research station to stop this conduit from starting up, to buy yourself some time. You and Alma are sitting in the cockpit, just sort of watching distantly as you watch tracers exchange between the fleets, as the Commonwealth and Ascendancy fleets begin to tear each other apart. As you sit there, kind of already tense from the stress of the mission that your companions are taking on, Peach, Alma is looking out the forward screen, and she just shakes her head and she says, I can't, with everything that's going on, I can't believe that, I don't know, I guess it's just easy to forget that the war's on.
Yeah. It's hard to think that people will keep on blowing each other up when they're all about to face the same threat anyway.
Well, that looks pretty bad. I mean, I've never seen a full fleet engagement up close before, but I don't know. Do you think now you can see her eyes kind of track over towards where the Prime Conduit is in the process of starting up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think we can take that thing down?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
It's not a question of if. It's a question of how.
She she starts to respond and then stops and kind of frowns and leans a little out towards the view screen and is looking out. She kind of turns and looks down at the scopes and looks back up. Says, I'm not sure, but it looks like.
What are you seeing?
There's sort of there's a distortion right out there. She kind of points into kind of the empty space between where you are and where the Prime Conduit is.
What do I see?
You're having a hard time seeing anything, but as you look a little bit closer, you can see where. You can kind of see where she's looking now as you look kind of towards what would be to you the bottom of the conduit ring. It's hard to tell because all around it, it's sort of starting to shunt off the excess energy as it starts kind of booting up. And so all around it is sort of surrounded with exhaust, basically. But as you look a little closer, you can see that the lower segment of the conduit and not in sort of like a regular place, but in just sort of almost like patches
Mm-hmm.
across it, look almost like you're looking at them through heat distortion.
Huh. Does it look like anything that I've seen before?
Not directly. It doesn't look like anything that you've seen, no.
It's not like how it was when like Mason and they came through like the kind of weird tear, like old Mason. It's not like that kind of energy.
No.
Okay.
No. As you're looking at it, Alma is you can see as she starts.
Can you run a scan on that?
Already in process. Just Peach, I think that's a fleet. I don't understand how. I mean, that's the only explanation for these readings, and she sort of like swipes them over, and you can see
The distortions are a fleet?
yeah, cloaked somehow, I guess, but they're definitely moving. It's the only explanation for this, and she kind of points to the readings that she swiped over to you, and as you look at them, you definitely, I mean, you're not really entirely sure what you're looking at because it's mostly like but as you're looking at it, you're recognizing that some of the analysis is reading basically like what would essentially be engine byproduct, like ship engine byproduct.
Can you get any kind of estimate on how many? What type of ships?
No, they're shielded in some way. Maybe they have some sort of EM deflectors of some kind, but I'm seeing, and before she even gets the words out, you watch as literally like a whole fleet of corporate vessels just suddenly become visible and begin opening fire on both fleets. Both the Commonwealth and
Both
Ascendance
fleets?
both of them.
Can we? I mean, the Ascendancy and Commonwealth are seeing this, but can we broadcast some kind of big warning across the channel so ships don't keep coming?
All right, let me see what I can do. And Alma starts reaching for the comms, and as she does, you can see as she kind of goes through the process and then stops. Then you watch as she continues. She says, "Shit, comms are
What's
jammed.
wrong?
Comms are jammed."
It's an ambush.
Wait a minute, look at that. She points out, and you can see that there is a shuttlecraft that is going from one of the corporate ships towards the research station, where Awakener is currently attached to the underside of it.
There's just
There's a single
thing going.
shuttlecraft that is heading towards the research station.
From the full fleet. Oh, they can't be up to anything good. I mean, we can't send a warning, but maybe we could follow them.
Go see if you can catch up with everyone. I'll
Okay.
Here, give me 1 second, and you can see as she starts working on something, and hands you an earpiece, and just says,
Will this work?
I've patched you directly into Awakener's comms. It will have a range limit, but it should be able to cut through most of the interference.
Okay.
I should be able to keep contact with you.
Okay.
Okay.
And Alma, I know we had this conversation a long time ago, but if it comes to staying here and helping us or running away when corporate comes after you, get the hell out of here.
You should get going. You're gonna need to catch up to them.
Okay.
Peach
just kind of gives her like a kind of a forceful look, like you better do that. And then so do I have to kind of spacewalk over there essentially? Like I can't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to suit up.
Okay.
Yeah. So you make your way over and and just begin suiting yourself up.
Wait, out of character, Lucas, did you say that? I know you mentioned earlier that Peach's mom is she on this research station, or is she just like affiliated with the station? Because
So,
didn't you mention that in
I
the
didn't say
news
that
there
she
was a
was
report?
there. There was a news report, yes, from like basically like the Commonwealth addressing like Commonwealth leadership addressing the Commonwealth about
Okay.
this. She was present during that, but that was
Okay.
that was not here.
Okay, I was just like, hopefully we don't blow this up with that. Okay, so that's just something in mind.
This person who looked a lot like Peach, I shot her because, you know, whatever. But, like, it's really weird, right?
Might be
That would
evil
be
Peach
pretty
again. Like, gotta be sure.
Sure, you know?
Okay,
All right.
and
yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna give Alma a hug before that,
Yeah.
and just say, stay out of their firepower.
Yeah, you do the same.
Okay.
Um,
Seriously, I don't want to see Bina if anything happens to you. It just be I can't take it again. Can't handle it.
Alma looks at you and then just nods, just doesn't say anything.
Okay. Peach was trying to guilt a little bit so that she'd run away. Okay, now that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. So yeah, as you begin suiting up, and as you finally finish, you are able to go and cycle the airlock, and as it finishes cycling and the door opens, you gently push off, grabbing hold of the open hatch that the others went through into the station, and kind of begin pulling yourself into the maintenance shaft. We're gonna go ahead and cut to everyone else. As all of you have begun your infiltration of the research station. So, it was a relatively simple thing to kind of navigate the maintenance hatch, and as you all are kind of coming out on the other side, as you open up a hatch, look out into the station itself, it appears to be the room that you have sort of peeked into, and I think, if I recall, Taeon had gone first. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Taeon, as you kind of are peeking into this room, it does appear to be empty, and as you look around, it looks like sort of a maintenance staging area. What you have found is essentially like there are a bunch of workbenches around. There are tool belts that are hung up on racks, and there are shelves filled with bins that are labeled with different parts and things like that. But the room itself appears to be empty.
Okay, so I think he just like turn around and just again silently, because very much this is very much a stealth kind of mission, kind of like usher people to come in as he fully enters the room, and probably gonna like inspect some of these crates and like labeled books and stuff, just to make sure that one, no one's hiding in there, and two, just to check if there's anything useful in there.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely not big enough to like hide people in. But yeah, as you kind of start looking at them, kind of taking a look in the shelves, yeah, it looks like just like parts that would be useful to anyone doing any kind of maintenance or repairs within the infrastructure of this station. Very
I'm gonna
useful.
grab a scrap.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab a piece of scrap metal
Sure.
or something and just like pocket it,
Sounds
just
good.
in case, you know. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
You never do.
I do want to say, just because we're going into unknown territory, and I feel like this might be helpful. I don't think Bina knows that she can do this yet, but I have an enabler ability, so it's just all the time. I have true senses now, which means I can recognize holograms disguised as optical illusion, sound mimicry, and other such tricks for all senses for what they are. So if we encounter anything like that, I would like to know about it, please.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Oh, great, thanks. Just crosses out his whole thing. I can rewrite everything now.
I'm tier 6 now, in case anybody was wondering. I'm very excited about it.
Ooh, yeah. As a note for anybody, because I think we didn't really talk about it, but Taeon has actually been tier 6 for quite a few sessions
For
now.
a while,
Yeah.
Quite
I'm
a
very
few
close to
sessions.
technically being tier 7.
Yeah, and Bina hit tier 6 after last session. So
I was like, oh geez, I need to actually tier up between sessions now instead of waiting
yeah,
4 or 5 weeks to try to tier up again.
yeah.
Become relevant, helpful.
So, as you are stepping into this room, all of you kind of filing in, the 4 of you as well as Ada and Vix, you are, there's, like I said, there's nobody in here, and as you're stepping in, Vix has already like cracked the door to this room and is like peeking out into the hall, and he just goes, I mean, I don't see anybody out there. Should I be seeing people out there? How many people are on a research station like this?
It's honestly hard to tell. I mean, the last time I was in a research facility infiltrating it, I was on the receiving end of knockout gas, and then I woke up a month later in a cryo chamber on a ship that was heading towards a planet. So
Okay.
best to keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Vix looks at you like trying to gauge whether you're joking or not, and then just like shakes his head and just like looks out. He says, I mean, it looks clear out there.
Do we feel anything?
No.
Okay.
Oh, also, Peach would have messaged you guys immediately about the corporate ships, the corporate fleet
it would
arriving.
not have gotten through.
Yeah, comms were
Yeah.
jammed, I think.
Oh
right?
shit. Okay.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. Right.
But as you're kind of like gathering in here, you actually probably would hear movement coming from the maintenance shaft you just left.
Everybody does like a spin on your heel.
Yeah.
You see Tail like
Weapons on,
fucking
yeah.
pull out his gun.
Yeah. As you turn, the sounds get closer, and then as the hatch just opens, you see Peach.
This is a stealth mission. Shh.
Were there any corporate goons this way? I thought there was a ship that just came in here.
There was a ship? No, we haven't seen anything, but that's useful information.
Oh yeah,
Other-
corporate fleet arrived and is attacking both the Commonwealth and the Ascendancy. So that's great.
Excellent.
Great.
And comms are jammed.
Are there any
Okay.
terminals in this area? You said this is like a maintenance
Yeah,
area?
there'd be like a maintenance terminal near, right? Yeah.
Could I get any information about this vessel from it? Like, I know I'm probably not gonna get like crew manifest or anything in a maintenance terminal, but like, is there anything I can learn about like full levels or like?
Yeah. I mean, you can.
What floor would board on or something like that?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get a basic blueprint of the research station from here. Yeah, I'd
Okay,
say that would
cool.
not be a
Okay.
difficult thing to
That
do.
would be helpful and great. Awesome. I'm
Mhm.
gonna take that. Is there anything anyone would like to know about that I can try to pull from here before we go?
Yeah, where does it look like the controls would be for this conduit? 'Cause I think at least for now, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, is there
Um,
some sort of central hub that I can
yeah.
locate or?
Yeah, sort of towards the towards kind of it's basically centrally located. It's like right in the middle of the research station, and on the kind of the very top level. So like basically the complete opposite side of the station from where Awakener sort of
Cool. Good job, us.
There does appear to be a relatively direct route to it from here, from about where you are.
How about maintenance ways? What do those look like?
There are maintenance ways that'll get you some of the way there, but not all the way to it. You are going to have to leave at some point.
Yes. Okay. Bina turns to everyone and says, "Thoughts on maintenance ways for as long as possible."
I'm honestly all for it.
Yes.
I agree.
Something that will be apparent to you, Bina, is that will probably allow you to move around relatively undetected, but it will take longer.
Yeah.
Oh, what about a direct path? How much time would we save?
Honestly, probably like 15, 20 minutes.
We might have to do that. Okay.
I don't think we have the time to go a roundabout way.
Okay. All right.
We'll just
Well-
keep an eye out for any places where we can take cover along the way, the most direct path, in case we need to duck for a second or something.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pass copies of this blueprints to everyone's terminals, so if we can separate it, everybody has it.
Thank you.
All right. We're just gonna like draw like a. No, I'm not gonna. In case anyone gets our terminals in my brain, I'm gonna draw a direct path and try to. Okay.
We're sharing a dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Art imitates
This
reality.
Yeah. That door
Yeah.
over there. It's gonna take us to the hallway, and we need to go down.
Okay.
Everybody, keep quiet. I guess. And move
Yeah,
quickly.
and keep an ear out.
We
Pete
see
says
anyone,
that
we
people
knock
coming.
them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be encountering creatures similar to that mining station that we were
That's true.
on before, under the effect of Figment and the artifact.
Yeah.
Could explain why we are not seeing any individuals roaming the hallways.
And also, I'm not feeling anything because I feel the absence of things with them, so that's fine.
Ooh.
Vix looks out. He says, "Is it too much to hope that everybody's on lunch break?"
God, I'd love that.
That would
Yes.
honestly be great, but I feel like that'd be a very awkward time in the middle of I don't know, intergalactic war.
I
We
really
kind
don't
of-
think Figment remembers to schedule lunch breaks.
Probably not that great of an employer. They
That's
should
fair.
unionize.
Hmm.
Okay, we should go.
Yeah, we
I assume we're saying this as we're walking.
Teon is gonna like nudge the door open and start going down again, taking point.
Yeah, as you step out into the into the hall, Tan, Ada is right behind you. Immediately, she splits and goes in two separate directions to like cover two other passageways and like kind of glancing in. And both Adas turn back and signal the all clear.
Yeah, we're gonna follow suit to I guess following where Ada says it's all clear, and also like the fastest routes that we're seeing on our Google Docs map.
Space
keeping-
Google.
Oh man.
I'm keeping my mind
Sure.
open, feeling for specifically now that CT suggested it, that void of feeling.
Mhm.
And then I'm sure I would just feel regular feelings if they were to show up, but like I'm
Sure.
kind of trying to hone into that thing I've felt before.
So you're probably only walking about 30 seconds before you feel the first just like pull of just void.
And everybody feels like a spike up. Oh shit! Like a
Yeah.
like
Bina, as you kind of follow the direction, you glance over and you see that there is a closed door that leads off of this corridor, and the door itself is labeled R&D.
Okay. Is it like a doorknob door or like a whoosh door?
Ooh.
Like a whoosh
The
door.
technical term, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
It's one of those swoosh doors. You know, one of those swishy
Okay.
swishy ones. You know,
Sweet.
it's not to be confused with like the sweepy door. It's like the one that just sort of slides in and out. That like
Oh, got it. Okay.
I always preferred the whoosh doors more.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, all of you acting as if it makes sense. I have no fucking clue what kind of door we're talking about right now.
me neither. I'm just making shit
A
up. Anyway, so no,
slidey
it's a
door?
whoosh door. Yeah, it's
Okay. Is there like a? I'm sorry, I'm getting really into this door. Is there like a Is it like a swipe card? Is it like a number?
yeah.
panel?
It's a card. Yeah.
Can I like break the door so no one can get in or out? Like, or like
Ooh.
put a locking mechanism in it? Like,
Yeah, you could certainly try that. Yeah,
'cause,
absolutely.
I mean, the less individuals we have to deal
Yeah.
with.
As you
See how quick I can do that. Quick pull out some tools.
yeah, as you walk and you get closer, you start feeling more of those spots.
Further
Not
in or like in this area?
some of them seem like they're coming from the same direction. Some of them seem.
Yeah.
Some of them, as
Yeah,
as you approach, you kind of glance down and you notice like there's another door just a little bit down the hall from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see how quick I can lock this door into
Mhm.
place.
Yeah, go ahead.
mechanically.
Go ahead and give me a roll here. This is going to be, I think we're gonna call this one a speed check, a speed task.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And it's gonna be a difficulty. I think it's gonna be difficulty 3. Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Difficulty 3.
Okay. Mechanic.
Yes.
Jury rigging.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I got
Okay,
it.
cool. Yeah, so you just like walk up to it. How do you do it? How do you do that?
So I think on the store, because you said it's a card swipe.
Yeah.
I think she's familiar with this model, and so she just kind of walks up to it, and she like knows that there's like a quick maintenance access, because these ones, they bug, they jam, so there's an easy way in, and she kind of like pops the thing open and is like looking like over her shoulders and just kind of like, I think either like flips 2 wires or something on the inside mechanic that like just fuck up the door entirely, so it's not gonna be able to open. So and then she kind of like puts the the card slider back down, locks it into place, and she's like, okay.
Cool. Yeah, you kind of get like that's as you look at it, you can see that kind of like that like you get the satisfaction of seeing like an error message flash across the thing before like the card panel just fully like it just goes dark. There's probably some sort of manual release on the door, as most would have to have, but who knows?
I just want to cause problems.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just slow them down just a little bit. Might be a bad idea, but I mean, no one's gonna come up from behind us now, so we keep moving.
Yeah, you keep moving, and as you move through this corridor, Bina, you start feeling that absence from almost every room you pass.
Oh, there's more of them, maybe. Okay.
You start, yeah.
When does mean anything? Okay.
As you're making your way down this corridor, you reach a corner, and as you turn, you kind of glance down, and you see a group of probably about maybe about a dozen or so corporate security that are just sort of sitting lining the hall, the corridor, just sort of facing each other. All of them look like they're just they're just guarding. They're in full like tactical gear, helmets included.
Is this the place we're trying to get to, or is this trying to get past
this?
them?
You'd have to be getting past this point.
Do we need to go down that hallway, or are we like crossing the hallway?
It's like in our way. We have to go down there.
Yeah.
Go down the. Okay. Any thoughts?
Let's scare them off.
How many are there?
There's probably about a dozen.
Oh, it does.
Damn it. Okay.
Would you say we'd be in short range if we went up to them?
Yeah, I'd say you're within short range.
Okay. Because I also have the flee ability, So, Pete's kind of looking at you guys. Is gonna.
Aura, that's a totally different ability.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it. Cool. Then something new. So, I'm gonna kind of turn to the rest of you guys and just say, "Ready?"
Ready as ever be.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna go out in front and in clear sight and just say, I think you should get out of our way. This doesn't concern you. And use flee, which means that all non-allies within short distance can hear your dreadful, intimidating words. Flee at top speed. For 1 minute.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I'm gonna have you make a roll on this one. This is gonna
That
be-
actually is my edge doesn't eat that actually. It does
Big
spend a
one.
little
That's
bit.
a big one.
Yeah.
I looked at that one for a while.
Yeah. So, here's so it's gonna be an intellect task, and
Okay.
the difficulty of this task is going to be 4.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything that can help me? Would this be persuasion in a way? I'm persuading them to leave in an aggressive way. It's an aggressive persuasion.
Oh yeah.
My charisma.
I don't think I don't think I'm gonna allow that here.
Okay. Okay, fair. I don't think I have anything else because this is not a pleasant social interaction. So I'm
wouldn't
gonna,
say
if
it
it's
is, no.
difficulty 4, I'm gonna spend a free level of effort, and then I'm gonna spend another.
Hold on.
Not to be a dick, but
Yeah,
I think
that's
your edge ate the cost of that.
Yeah.
That was your free level of effort.
Yeah, I don't think you have a free level of effort on this.
Wait, what?
Edge only applies once.
In a whole.
Like your edge
Oh,
applies
I
to
didn't
the
realize
totality
that.
of the spend,
Mhm.
not to individual
Ah.
spends.
Wow, okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna spend let's see. I have a pretty good intellect. I'm gonna spend
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no,
We just
That's-
fully lost track. That's never happened
That's-
holy
before.
shit.
that's new. Is this
Oh,
time?
no.
Is he time traveling?
He's time
He's
travel.
To a
time was
to
disappeared
a-
for
6
10
seconds.
seconds. Oh, 6
Yeah,
seconds,
yeah.
yeah.
He,
I don't notice.
So the overlay is a little bit fucked up at the moment.
Oh,
And I think, luckily, I think Drac is the last one. So like when he comes back
Yes,
in, it'll
yeah.
be normal.
Do we want to go to BRB for a sec till we can get him back?
Yeah, I think we'll do that. And while we're doing that, yeah, we'll do that here. We'll be right
Okay.
back.
BRB.
We're back.
Be back.
Sorry, just a temporal blip. I'm
Yeah,
back.
just
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So,
Okay. So I'm just gonna spend 2 levels of effort.
okay. Sounds
It's
good.
a 6 or better.
So that brings you down. Okay, to 2. Okay,
Yeah, difficulty 2.
difficulty 2.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't give encouragement here, can I? I know this is really late in the roll. Because she didn't tell me what she was doing, though, so I don't think I would have been able
yeah, I
to.
don't
Like...
I mean, I did say, "Are you ready?" So you know,
Yeah,
I
but
have
like
to
you
do
didn't
something.
give any inclination of what you were
Yeah.
up to.
Encourage.
I talked myself out of that actually. That's
Yeah,
like-
you have to actually know, because the thing about encourage is
yeah.
is you have
I
to
know
know
what
what
you're doing
to
and I can help
encourage.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Okay.
Then
yeah,
I walked myself in and immediately back out of those
Yeah,
saloon
woo.
doors.
Classic.
It's okay, guys. I rolled a 12.
Oh,
Perfect.
good.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So like, here's how this plays out. You step out in full view of all of them, and the first words out of your mouth, they all simultaneously head snap in your direction. Even through the visors of their helmets, you can see that green glow. And as you push outwards with your mind, pushing fear into these people, they all they don't break eye contact, but all of them just start backing away from you and just sort of moving back away. But they at no point do they break eye, or like do they break line
I
of
have
sight.
to move at top speed.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of this. Like they are backing
Okay.
away. They back away from you, and they just go. At a certain point, as they reach kind of a little further down the corridor, they all just turn and then start like sprinting down the corridor.
Bye.
a very interesting solution to a difficult problem.
Yes.
Nonetheless, I thought we had to do things as fast as possible, so
Yeah, let's go.
no time for a fight.
Yeah, Vic says, "What do you think the chances are that all of them know we're here now.
Oh, pretty high, so we should probably
Great.
get moving. I don't
That's
know how
what I
long that's
thought.
gonna last.
They know Peach is here, actually, so let's go. Let's get out
I
of here.
can't imagine Figment wasn't aware we were here before.
Yeah.
As you all begin running down the corridor, continuing along the route that Bina has tracked for you, you start hearing the sound of booted feet hitting planks, grating, like the floor grating, and as you rush past an intersection, you can see that there is a whole like group of the same like corporate security types rushing towards you.
Okay. How much time do I have before they get too close? Like, could I get multiple actions going, happening, or is it like a one action thing before anything?
I think this is probably a one action situation.
One action thing?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to, while I'm running, I'm just gonna slap Mason on the back, and you just see like as my hand connects with his back, the energy kind of that you see on my my suit, kind of you see it almost course and cover him, and then kind of almost sink into him, and you notice that Mason notices that everything seems to be moving a lot slower. He's able to process things rapidly as I use rapid processing.
Oh my god, so cool.
So, and that's I can spend, but basically you or a target touch experiences a higher level of mental and physical reaction time for about a minute. During that period, all speed tasks, including speed defense rolls, are eased. In addition, the target can take one extra action at any time before the duration of the ability ends. So yeah. So for the most part, everything speed related is easy for you, but also for one time in that 1 minute that it lasts, you can take an extra action.
Oh,
It's already
buddy.
so fast.
Oh.
I love this.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. All right.
Super speed.
Okay. Okay. I really love this, actually. I want to make Mason super beefy right now.
Oh, oh my god. What?
This is going to be
Yes.
super fun, but I can do it to multiple people. So I'm going to reach out. We're running right now, right? This is what's happening.
Yeah.
We're running away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Vina's going to
There you
reach
go.
out
So,
her arms. And
Yeah, it's basically like you're doing this, and they're coming like this way, like to parallel. Yeah.
Okay,
Or
so Vina's going to
perpendicular.
like reach out all four arms and try to like get CT and also Mason, because I only have to do one effort spend to get 2 extra targets. And you both kind of glow for a second. Like this like glow kind of wraps in your whole body, and then it kind of like if you could imagine light like congealing almost, like condensing, like, and then becoming totally clear. Maybe there's like a little bit of iridescence if you look really close. And both of you now have 10 armor against damage from what weapons were did we say
Wow.
energy weapons or
These
or bullets,
these would be kinetic
projectiles.
weapons. Like these are
okay,
yeah.
kinetic energy.
Yeah.
You're defended from kinetic energy. 10 points. And
Okay.
I think I get that too, based on the wording of it. I think it's me, and then if I, spend
think
effort,
that-
2 other people
yes,
get it
I think
too.
you're correct
Okay.
in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would, that's okay. I'll take it too.
That is a great ability.
That's incredible.
I feel all these things. I'm like adapting to them, and I'm going to add on. I'm going to like attack onto that. I'm going to just like, "Ugh," and then I'm going to like enable resilience, which is a +1 armor
This
against
is the best
Holy
day of my
shit.
life.
physical
We're
damage.
just making Mason a tank.
I think we should do this more often, actually.
Physical damage, even damage that normally ignores armor. So,
okay.
I'm armored up. What am I doing? Am I gonna run right into there? Or what?
Yeah, there's a whole like group of warped corporate security personnel who are about to intercept your path through this place. So as you are as you all basically reach the intersection at roughly the same point. So Mason, what are you doing?
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to run to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, can I run? How many are there roughly, or
there's-
exactly either way?
There's probably a similar size to the last group that Peach.
About a dozen.
Yeah, about a dozen or so of them. Yeah.
So, depending on if they're heavily stacked, I want to zip through them to the rear.
Yeah, like through them as in like, are we talking bowling ball pins, or are we talking like just through the crowd?
Just through the crowd.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't know. I guess Mason could be a bowling ball, a wrecking ball, if you will.
Yeah.
We just
no.
give him a big push.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah, you're trying to get to the other side of the group, right?
Mhm.
Is that okay? So yeah, you rush forward. Mason just taking off with his heightened speed. Now remind me,
course,
what exactly? How fast can you move now? Is
Okay,
it-
so I am specialized in running.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I have
I'm talking about in terms of distance. In terms of distance here, like not your ability, your skills, but like,
yeah, it's like the range increase is like short, so long is like 200 feet,
that's right. Did you end up taking the thing that we talked about? So that
and I have runner as well.
okay, shit. So yeah,
He's
so
got
like
speed stuff.
yeah, so literally
Standard
Mason.
movement distance. Yeah.
Yeah, so literally you watch as Mason just he rushes like a whirlwind down this corridor, just zipping in between before they even really get a chance to register that he's there. You can see as they track his passage, but well after he's already passed them, Mason reaches the other side of the group. Several of them turn very like way too slow, especially in your like they are in your view, Mason. They're like
Yeah.
slow-mo turning around as yeah.
Punch.
Okay.
Punch. Punch.
Speed
punch.
punch, speed punch.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
We should dump all of our powers
Right.
onto one person more often. This is amazing. It's a bunch of tier 6 people and one tier like 9.5. Like
What's the is it just?
Oh,
the,
sorry.
what's the
Yeah,
difficulty?
the difficulty
We're so
is 4. The difficulty on this is
we're
4.
No need for weapons.
Yeah.
And can I say that it helps that I'm punching with extra momentum, just for fun?
Yeah, I'll say you get an asset on it for that for sure. Yeah.
I want to spend one from my might as well. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay. Sounds good. That is that everything? Does that bring it all the way down?
I thought it was it 4?
It is difficulty 4.
I think I'm down to a 1 at this point, right? Yeah, because
Right. But don't you
Ask
have
are you
that-
trained or specialized in without weapons?
oh yeah, that's true. I am just trained. I'm not specialized.
so that does bring it down. Yeah, that brings it down completely, right? Were you factoring that into your
I guess not. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. Pardon the. I'm so excited to be so speedy.
Yeah. So that's
completely forgot
it's a difficulty
all the
0. You
mechanics.
can roll anyway though, because maybe you'll get a crit. Who knows?
Flash
I'm
who?
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. It's on the almost on the floor, so no, I don't count those.
Okay.
Personally. 13.
Okay. So nothing special, but you do manage to hit. So so as you take like your fist moving with an extremely increased velocity, not just your own, but also that gifted to you by Taeon, sort of messing with the flow of time around your form. As your fist hardens, like the density of it increases, you reach forward, slamming your fist into the like side of the first helmet, and it's bizarre from your perspective, Mason, because to you hit and feel more resistance than you feel you should because of the time lag. But as you hit, your fist is already pulled back, and they're still in the process of going to the side. But to the rest of you, it looks like Mason just like his arm moved up in a flash, and suddenly the body of this warped is just skidding across the floor. The helmet fully, like the visor fully cracked and shattered open, with the pieces of it just scattering across the floor.
Dick.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Sorry. So
So I moved and I attacked. What else could I do?
Sorry, remind me. What is the ability that you use, Drac? What does that do?
Oh, so you have like basically in the minute that this lasts, there's a extra action you can do. Like once you use the extra action, it's gone, but like it's there whenever you want to take it. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So Freeman, if you want, you could do another action right now, but then I think then it's done. Like it's like a one-use sort of resource.
Yeah. The speed, defense, and speed tasks still stay eased for the rest of the minute,
Right.
but it's that action that disappears after you use it.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna punch another one.
Okay.
Yeah, why save it? Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's do it.
Same roll, same modifiers. So it's a 0, but you can.
I'm rolling. Always. Well, not always. 10.
Okay. So again, this time with just sort of like an uppercut, you slam one of them, who just goes fully up into the ceiling of the corridor. Just slams back, going up against the top, and then just falls totally still back to the floor. And at this point, they're all starting to now they're several of them have turned towards you and have managed to face you.
Good.
They are all gonna go. So the several of them that have turned towards you just open fire on you. So I need you to make a speed defense roll. The difficulty of which is actually going to be 5 because there are many of them shooting at once. Actually,
That's fine.
I think the difficulty is going to be 6 because of the number of them that are shooting at you. So it is
Sure.
a little higher,
Makes
but
sense.
yeah. So
Okay, I am 6. You said.
yeah, 6.
All right.
So I'd
I'm
say
trained.
yeah,
okay.
go with Mason's base stuff first, and then add on all the buffs.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I'm trained in speed defense.
Okay.
Specialized in running. Will that help? I hope.
I don't think it's gonna help. Well, yes, I'll say yes.
This is like a weird thing, but like
Only because
yeah, running.
Yeah. I'd say yeah.
Fast and running around. So maybe. This is
So that-
ridiculous. How about trained in jumping? Can I bob and
Actually,
weave and jump?
no. You know what? I'm gonna go back on this because this is not
no worries.
You're not moving at this point. You have firmly planted in order to take these two down. So I'm gonna say no on both of those. So it's still down by 1. So it's a difficulty 5 right now.
Where did I get the 1 from? Sorry. Trained in. Yeah. Okay. Skill is assessing danger. Can I assess how dangerous this is and try to be less?
No, I don't think that applies here.
Ooh, dexterity power shift.
Yeah, there you go. You have 2 of those, right?
Okay, I have 2 of those.
Okay, so now you're down to a 3.
Yep. Honestly, besides the buffs, I think I don't have anything else
Okay, so
that
now
will help me here.
Accounting for buffs, then
Yeah.
Goes down by 1.
just down by 1. So now it's at a difficulty
Yeah.
2. So I think you're just a 6 or better right now.
I think I'll spend from my speed because it'd be odd if I didn't.
Wait,
right
I just
now.
realized.
Yeah. What's up?
I just realized
Actually,
there's actually no point in you making this roll right now. There's no point because the armor that
the armor
that
isn't
Mina
Oh
gave you,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
the
I
armor
was gonna-
they're not getting through that. That's not happening. So I just realized there's actually no point in you making this roll.
I've got 11 armor or something right
I'll tell
now.
you what. You can still make the roll because there's always the possibility of a major or minor effect. So I think
Yeah.
you can still make the roll.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah. So go ahead and
Plus 10.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
technically it's 11 because
It's 11.
11,
because,
yeah, 'cause
Mason
of what he-
activated one on his own.
yeah.
16.
Okay, so nothing special. But basically, so as you all watch, this is fully Agent Smith from the Matrix, or yeah, where he's just fully he has he moves, and there's an after image of Mason as he just moves, dodging around a full barrage of kinetic weapons fire. As Mason you're watching the tiny little shards of super hyper accelerated metal that are just sort of going past you as you are just dodging out of the way of all of them, every single one of them. And at one point, several of them actually do manage to hit you and do nothing. They hit, and it's like they don't fully connect with you. They hit, and then they just fall. Mason fully untouched after all of this.
Obviously, like glows of impact where the impact on the shield at
almost like ripples on a pond, but
Yes.
like of light.
Yeah.
Of light.
And then it's like a total mask moment where like he gets shot and then he just like opens his mouth and bullets shoot out. Oh, if only.
That's how that power
That's a
works,
whole
yeah.
different power set.
I mean,
boy.
he adapted. He doesn't use guns, so he adapted to be a gun.
No.
Oh, it works.
This is the players unionizing that we were talking about because we decided at that time.
So
Oh boy.
as this happens, y'all are just sort of standing there, kind of like having seen all of this take place. I would say you almost don't notice that the sudden clang that comes from somewhere up above. You hear like a boom, and you watch as like a full ceiling panel just sort of falls to the floor. And you watch as a figure just in like a tactical jumpsuit, so like a blue-gray tactical jumpsuit, drops down out of the ceiling. And as they land, you watch as a shockwave of energy just goes outwards from them, leveling all of the warp that are left standing. And you see as the warp sort of fall, you see as Zaya stands up and she says, "Hey, heard you could use a hand."
Never been happier to see you in my life. No offense.
Oh, this is about to be fun.
She looks up and she says, "All right, it's clear." And you see other figures start lowering themselves down as you watch. The first person you notice who comes down, you recognize Silar, one of the Anzalonian woman, who, as she drops to the ground, you can see her hair is now kind of held back in her typical braid. As she glances around and says, "Hi, good to see everybody."
It's good to see you, though. It definitely would have been nice if we met in better circumstances.
Yeah, I agree. You see, following Silar, you also you see Bowen drop down.
Yeah,
Bowen,
Bowen.
and there is a Skoru that Mason in particular would recognize as Kiat, and a very pale Nelfin, Topher, and finally you see sorry, my brain just fully went blank. What is happening to my brain right now? I just fully stopped. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're good,
but
you're
you
good.
see,
Fine.
you see as the inevitable, being the last one to drop down, stands to his full height and glances around. He kind of, as he falls, he lands a little less gracefully than the rest, as it's kind of like it is about a 10-foot drop. But Bowen kind of catches him. And he says, "You all right there?" He says, "I am not accustomed to these kinds of things." Turns around and says, "Well, hello everybody. Good to see all of you."
Good to see you too.
Welcome to the party, I guess.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a hurry.
Zaya nods, says, "Yeah, I figured that might be the case. Look, here's the reality of the situation. This way, the way you're going, bad. It's bad. We full of more of them. All of them converging this way. But we might have a solution for you. You got a map?"
Yes.
Yep.
And I pull it up.
She gestures, and the inevitable walks over, and he looks down over your shoulder and says, "I've been taking a look at the blueprints myself. And look in here, right there. See this wall? He points up kind of the hallway, up kind of the direction that you were headed. He says, to a room that's just off the corridor up ahead. This wall right here, it looks like a wall on the blueprint, but it's actually a observation. It's an observation window that looks into the foundry, where they manufacture all the whatever drones they have staffing the Prime Conduit in the place of caretakers, and they had to manufacture them here as well as all the parts for that big monstrosity outside. It cuts a much more direct path. You can get directly from there to the control center, much more directly. But you're probably going to have to blow through that window first. But it'll get you there a lot faster and without having to deal with. He kind of points to the warps scattered around.
Mina kind of like side eyes Solar. Like,
Solar goes, "Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can do that. I can do that."
That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool.
Zaya puts her hand on Solar's shoulder. She says, "You got this, just like we practiced." Yeah. Okay. Zaya goes, "Well, let's move. We don't have a lot of time. We'll keep him off your back."
Go. Thanks.
also,
We'll see
people
you
who
on-
have my +10, you have it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Zaya points to Bowen as you begin hearing more booted feet, and she says, "Why don't you go make some problems?" And Bowen just sort of pushes this sort of mop of straight dark hair out of his face. Says, "Gladly." And you watch as his form just starts shifting as suddenly like hair starts sprouting and muscles start bulging out as his limbs begin elongating in his mouth, sort of like his face begins to elongate into just a wolf-like snout, and he just sort of turns and just bounds down the hallway and fully tackles into a whole group of warped that are running up the hallway. So
He's about to level up.
Moving straight to this window, a wall with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So as you make your way down the rest of the corridor, you get to this room, and immediately inside there is nobody. This room appears to have been abandoned. And as you look into the room itself, you look out of the large observation window into what looks like just a multi-leveled level factory. Like, think the very much like, you know, the droid factory in Attack of the Clones. Like, it's very much that. This sort of like multi-level conveyor belts going in various directions. There's, you can see as currently the foundry is not online, so you can see where there are just like a legion of autonomous drones that are just standing eerily still on the conveyor belts in various stages of completion. And as you walk in, Silar, she puts her hand on the window itself. She goes, "Okay, everybody, you might want to close your eyes."
I'm good. I've got a helmet.
Got sunglasses.
Yeah. She puts her hand against the window, and as she does, you hear she just... And as she whistles, you can hear that sort of like warbling and echoing, and you watch as a shatter pattern just starts through the window, and then it just shatters outwards into the facility in just a hail of glass. She steps away, sort of wipes her like sweaty palms on her jumpsuit, and just, "Okay, watch the edges."
Step through.
Yeah, Zaya goes up to you.
Impressive.
Zaya goes up to you, Mason. She says, "You got this?"
I believe so.
All right,
You've got this.
give him hell. We'll keep him off your back.
You too.
And she turns. She says, "All right, let's go." And the rest of the crew follow her out of the room. where as the door opens, you can hear the sound of just like snarls and thumps coming from outside, as well as like weapons fire. At one point, you see like fully just like Wilhelm scream like a. Like,
I was waiting for it.
One of the warps. Actually, wait, hold on. This is too important to not do it. Give me 1 second. This is too important to not do this way.
I can't remember what I was watching. It had the Wilhelm scream. It was so out of place, but it was so funny.
Open.
Oh God.
Yes, it was Lupin.
Yeah.
It was Lupin.
'Cause I noticed it too.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh my God, why can't I find it? You know what? Forget it. This is on me for not preparing for the Wilhelm scream. This one's on me.
How dare you?
I know. I should have seen this coming.
Everyone mind the glass.
Oh wait. Hold on. There it is.
Yeah.
Very
Perfect.
important.
Perfect usage.
I always has had great timing.
All right. Y'all begin climbing through the observation window. There's really nowhere to go other than as you step through Taeon, you being kind of the first one through, you look down and you see maybe about 10 feet down there is a catwalk just below this window. Not too difficult of a drop, so
Yeah. He'll just drop down.
yeah.
I mean, he'll probably like look to make sure there's no one like on this route that's like hiding and walking around. But then once he is sure, he'll
Okay,
hop
sounds
down.
good. Yeah, you managed to drop down to the catwalk, and glancing around, you don't see any movement. It looks to be completely cleared out.
And yeah, from here, I'm assuming like the Inevitable showed us the route.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
this
that
area,
definitely.
right?
There
So,
is from the foundry floor, like on the other side, opposite side from where the window is. There is a lift that would take you just to outside the control room.
Okay. Well, lifts. We haven't had. Taeon hasn't had great luck with lifts. They tend to leave without him. So I think he's gonna go up to this lift and is there any windows or is it like a
No, you
can't
have
see
to
into the
completely
lift?
cross the foundry to get there. Like this is
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna keep going through.
All right. So
the
as y'all
foundry.
pile through, landing behind Taeon on the catwalk, you begin making your way across the foundry, across the basically like the network of catwalks that exists kind of above a lot of the facility. And as you proceed, CT, you start registering that as you make your way across the foundry itself, you are kind of taking in information as you kind of tend to do passively anyway. But there's one thing that immediately stands out to you very suddenly, very jarringly, and that is that if the foundry is currently offline, there is no reason that that any of the mechanisms in this room should actually be on at all. And yet there are definitely, like, you're getting from your environment that there are technological readings of equipment, not just like facility, like wiring and that kind of stuff, but like actual technological devices in this room that do appear to be maybe technological devices, but at the very least there is some sort of buildup of electrical energy that you're recognizing, far more than would come from any kind of like personal device or anything like that. Like, this is the kind of electrical energy output that would be coming from heavy machinery, none of which should be on, and in fact you can't even hear any that is running.
He's probably stops him in his tracks for a sec, but like it's like is like it's the energy is honed in on like the machinery that's in the room, right? It's not like moving around at all, or
It's not moving. It is stationary. You're not sure exactly where it's coming from, but it's what you're aware of is the output of energy that is building, and it is currently the amount of output that would mostly be associated with. It would be associated with any of the heavy machinery in here, none of which is on.
we should perhaps be moving at even a quicker pace than possible. Something is happening in this room.
Is from the path to so if we're going through the foundry towards the left, is it a straight line or is it like
It meanders because you have to. You're basically forced to follow where the catwalk goes.
Catwalk is
Mhm.
okay.
Which has to go move itself around like any support struts that are holding conveyor belts
Yeah.
up and things like that.
Makes
so.
sense. Okay.
Is there anything we can break in here before we go that'll help?
I am uncertain. Things are inoperable at the moment. However, they are not fully inert at the present time. Something is happening here.
I need Tan to make a speed defense roll, the difficulty of which is going to be 7.
Oh.
Speed defense. God damn it. Okay. I'm trained in speed defense.
Okay, down to 6.
It's not good. I think that's it. I lean on my intellect a lot, and I haven't had a chance to use resonance field yet.
So right now, there's a difficulty 5, which is a 15 or better.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a level of effort.
It's a 6 actually.
Hmm?
He was 7.
Oh yeah, he's
wasn't it?
7.
He's
right.
only trained.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
I'm
You're
only
right.
trained in it.
So
yeah.
actually, so it's
Um,
actually technically, yeah. So it's a 21 or better that you need, or 18 or better. Sorry,
18.
18 or better.
18.
I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it down to
Lots of numbers.
15.
Lots of numbers. Bump it down.
So first spend is 2. First effort spend is 2.
First
right,
one
it's 3.
is
It's 3 and
First
then
one is
2.
3, and then
And then it's always
then
2.
always 2 after that.
And
Yeah.
then- Okay. So I only use 2 levels of effort. I'll tempt fate. I think I can do that. Yeah.
All right.
So what's that?
So you're down. You're spending 2 levels of effort. Difficulty 4.
Yeah,
so
2
you need
levels.
12 or better.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's just a bit less than 50%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. 14. Is that enough?
Oh man.
Okay.
So Taeyeon, it is a miracle. It like truly pure coincidence. As you hear CT's warning and they begin discussing the potential of any kind of sabotage or anything like that, you just sort of purely coincidentally happen to kind of, you being a trained soldier, keeping your eyes on the move constantly, your head on a swivel, and you happen to glance over towards one of the kind of like upper, not catwalks, but like one of the conveyor belts that is up above you. As you're looking around, you glance up just in time to see a gathering of crackling lightning that strikes the catwalk right behind where you would have been standing had you not seen it coming, as a bolt of greenish lightning just strikes right through the air where you would have been. And as y'all look, you glance up as you see there is a human woman that is kind of dressed in like tactical gear, sleeveless tactical vest, with her hand outstretched, 2 fingers out pointed directly towards where the lightning just went, the tips of her fingers still smoking, as she looks to where you just were, Taeyeon, and like looks down at you. And then as you all notice her, you also see a hulking figure, like easily twice the size of a human, in terms of height, and at least 3 times as broad in the shoulders. Just this horrifying monstrosity of a being just stand back behind where she is, and then from below you watch as another figure just sort of rises up, and you see a bald Anzalonian man as he rises up, his sky blue tunic just sort of billowing around him as he says, "It's been some time. Perhaps it's time you meet some of my friends." I think that's where we're gonna go to break.
We actually have to go. Sorry.
That's where we're gonna go to break. That's where we're gonna take our break.
Everyone's trying to stall us. Damn.
So
Okay.
we'll be back in just a few minutes as we take
Why
our
are we
break.
so bad at stealth?
We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere as we return to this. Hello, everybody. We are back. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We're back from our break. When we left off, the crew was racing against time to shut down the Prime Conduit, currently in the process of booting up, to buy themselves some time to blow it the fuck up. And they were on their way to the control room to do just that when they were attacked, ambushed by a trio of supers, one of whom they've tangled with before, the psychokinetic Anzalonian. So that's where we left off. Where we are right now, I'm going to say something that I'm going to say something to all of you that I haven't said in a long time. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Difficulty on
I
this
can't. What
is
is it?
going to be 7.
No, I'm just gonna say no.
I have not ever rolled
7.
initiative in
Hey.
Cypher. How do I do this?
It is a
Same as any other task.
yeah, it's a speed
It's a
task.
speed.
Dexterity power shift
Yes.
adds an aspect
Covers
to
it,
this.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a speed task, and like any other. And if you succeed, you go before the enemies, and if you fail, you go after.
Okay.
So yeah.
I can't lower it at all, so I'm just gonna go after. I
That's
cannot
correct.
roll a 21.
You cannot roll a 21 on a d20, as it turns out. I mean, I suppose you could spend effort if you
No,
really
that
wanted to,
attitude,
but
okay? Wow.
And I don't
Come
want to
on.
spend. I'm not gonna spend on a. on a
Yeah.
I might need that later.
Well, I have a dexterity power shift, and I'm going to use that.
Mhm,
But that
same.
dexterity counts in this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
I
you're
can
good.
lower this by 5 steps then.
Oh wow.
Because I have
How?
3 in dexterity, and I have my edge and use my effort to bring it down.
That's true.
That's
Hell yeah.
insane.
Woo! We need some people.
Well,
who
I
are
need
good
to
at
roll
this.
it's 5, so I have to. What is
Uh,
7.
6?
It was 7 right away.
Yeah.
Oh, 7. Oh, then I no, that's really high. Yeah.
So
Just hang on back with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
you're down to a difficulty 2, so you just need a 6 or better.
Yep, I got a 16.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have as many things as Remy does, so I guess that's very different. But I'm specialized in initiative.
Mhm.
I have an ability called Courageous, which I'm trained in intellect, defense tasks, and initiative tasks. So I don't know if that bumps down again,
Yeah.
or I don't know how it works. Okay, so that's 4 now.
Yep.
And I'll use a level of effort.
All right. So you
To
just
bring it
need
down to
a
3.
9 or better.
Let me just. Should I
Um,
do that? Okay.
yeah. Handle that.
Nat 20.
Oh.
What does that do in initiative? I don't know what that
truly
does.
have no idea. I truly don't know.
You just don't-
Tell you
you
what.
don't do this
How's
normally.
this? How's this? I will give you a second free, a free second action on your first turn. How's that?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Surprise.
Okay. Freeman, what do you got? What do you got?
I got a 12.
Wait, I don't know what your difficulty was, so I don't.
I only lowered it to about a 5 total.
Okay,
So
you're
yeah.
So you're actually going. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Gosh, that's the first time Mason's
I know.
ever gone after.
I know.
Whew.
I know.
Whew. It's okay. You're buff.
I just want to say I needed to roll an 18 or better to go, and I rolled a 2. So
So wait. So I'm
just-
confused. So you didn't succeed?
no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And just in case, yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but
a two is wait, hold on.
Lucas
It's a
said,
lot of
roll-
math lessons taking place today. So
Lucas said roll for initiative, and I just said no. So
No.
we're just gonna go with that.
She
No.
No, I'm not
refused.
gonna do that.
okay. So between CT and Taeyeon, y'all get to choose who goes first.
I mean, CT. I think CT should go first.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm not gonna. They're like, how far above us are they?
Probably about, I'd say about 20 feet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're standing on a conveyor belt.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to basically far step jump like a cat to get all the way up to the conveyor belt that they're on.
Hell yeah. So y'all watch as CT just sort of kind of coils himself and just springs up, catching like one of the struts of the cat or of the conveyor belt and using it to swing himself onto it. As you draw up to as you land, you glance up and you see as both of them kind of turn to kind of look towards you. Yeah. Are you doing anything up here?
I don't know what necessarily, but around.
Yeah, so
like,
I don't- I
what am I
think
capable of
One
doing?
action.
One-
Far
I
step
think
is
far
an
step is an action.
Yeah.
Yes, far step is an
action. You could move to an immediate distance and take an action. I think they are not quite, unless you decided to get like right up next to them. They're probably not in an immediate distance.
I'm not. I'm actually gonna try to keep my distance
Okay.
as much as I can up on this conveyor
Okay,
belt. So
cool.
back up a bit.
Sure, sounds good. All right. That being your turn, Drac, what's Taeyeon doing with his 2 actions at least?
Yeah, so I think immediately, like almost the exact same time that CT jumps, Taeyeon's already like an aura is kind of going forming around him as he he's gonna, I knew he said cast, I'm very easy to D&D, as he uses resonance field, and around him the energy solidifies, and again like you see the crystals of different perspectives and points in time which dissipate, and then immediately with my extra action, I'm gonna teleport in just right in front of the larger person. And then with my rapid attack, shoot them point blank.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Great. I love it. Go ahead and roll that attack. The difficulty. Oh, actually, let me check to make sure that it is. So the difficulty is actually 5. So
Oh yeah, no, I'll take that down immediately. But
yeah.
Yeah,
You're getting the sense that he's big, but that means he's slow.
yeah. I'm gonna roll. I wanna see. I wanna get that. I don't know, 19 or 20. 19.
Okay.
That's amazing.
uh,
All right. So a minor
Your
effect.
dice are on a
You get a minor
roll.
effect. You can either take a minor effect or you can take extra damage. It's up to you. 3 points
what
of
are
extra
the minor
damage.
effects options again?
Minor effects can be sort of smaller things, like you could daze an opponent. You can yeah, they're
Days is like they can't take a turn.
no
or is it a turn
daze is
harder?
more like it's an increase of their difficulty. Basically, like
Okay, cool.
yeah, it essentially makes it so that you get a little bit like anything that
Yeah.
they attack gets like a bump to their defense.
Okay, that makes sense. In that case, I'm gonna do extra damage then, because I
Okay,
think
so
right
it's-
now I'm with resonance field. I'm good when it comes to taking hits.
Okay, so that's 3 extra damage. So the total comes to yours as a medium weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
7.
Blast them right in the chest.
All right. So yeah, you get right up into his face, and he just sort of looks at you. His face is somewhat bestial as he looks at you. Just sort of large dagger-like fangs that sort of protrude from his mouth as he looks at you, and just you can see the surprise register on his face. It's just
That's the shit.
yeah, and you just fire just open up into his chest. Just, yeah, the blast striking him full in the chest. So, is that your turn?
Yes, that's the end of my
Okay.
turn. Yeah.
It's theirs now. It is now their turn. So, the big guy is going to reach out, Taeon, to try to grab you. So go ahead and give me a. I need you to give me a speed defense roll.
Is this an attack or is he
Cool,
trying to
actually-
grab me?
Yes, this is. This is. I guess. Why are you asking? What?
My resonance field is if anyone attacks me in immediate
this
range, I
counts.
use
Yeah, this
my
counts.
intellect
Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
The
using-
difficulty
I'll
of the
use
total thing, by the way, is 7.
my- Okay. So I am specialized in intellect defense roll, so it brings it down to a 2.
Intellect. Oh, right, because you get to. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I use my
Yep,
resonance field now.
okay,
Yeah.
so-
Power shift in intellect as well, so it brings it down by another 1. 3 level of effort to bring it down by another.
You're down to difficulty 3.
I think that. Yes, I think that's it.
Okay, so you need a 9 or better.
Okay. Another 19, which is great with my resonance field because that means the moment he grabs me, he takes one. Or the moment he tries to grab me, he makes contact with the resonance field and takes 1 damage as a reach for me.
Excellent. So yeah, so like he reaches out to grab you, and like the size of this guy's hands would be able to fully palm Taeon. So he like reaches out to you, and he makes contact with the resonance field as you just sort of push outwards, like with the resonance field, and you can see as it zaps him. Yeah. I'm just reading something here real fast. Just want to make sure about something.
This music rocks, by the way.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Actually came out today. This came out today. This was released this morning by
Oh.
Tabletop Audio. So,
Ooh.
yeah,
Good job, guys.
we planned it. We talked. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So Taeon, you see as he just is fully like repulsed by the resonance field, but you also watch as like the scorch marks in his chest just heal over.
Entirely?
Yep, entirely.
Fuck. Okay.
That is him. The lightning wielder, the woman, she immediately, like when she sees that you are up here now, Tan, and she just she glances over at CT and just like holds, she points directly at you, CT, and you watch as like that electrical charge starts gathering up again. I'm gonna need you to make a speed defense roll, the difficulty of which is gonna be 7.
Okay.
Just-
Even when he knows it's coming. Oh,
I am trained in speed defense.
Down to a 6.
And I have those power shifts and dexterity.
Yep, that's true. That's true. So
So that's 3 of them. So
so
it's
Okay.
bringing it down 4. Roll on a 3. I'll roll on a
yeah, you just
I'll roll
yeah,
on
you
a
need a
3
9 or
there.
better.
17.
Okay. So yeah, the lightning bolt this time streaks towards you, and you see it coming. Like, what does this look like? How do you avoid it?
Like, probably sees it coming and then ducks ducks and then tries to swing around the underside of that conveyor belt back onto on top of it again once the bolt has passed.
So all of you watch. Those of you who are looking, watch as CT just begins this very fluid movement pattern, as he just dives for the edge of the conveyor belt, grabbing onto it with one hand, swings underneath it, grabbing onto the cables that are underneath, using that momentum to swing to the other side, pulling himself up on the other side of the conveyor belt as the lightning bolt streaks past where he had just been standing.
Why are my friends so cool?
Immediately following that, she still has her fingers out towards you, and then she lowers it, and you can see she just smirks, and then just turns and just falls backward off the conveyor belt. Just drops off the conveyor belt.
Shit.
She out of sight totally?
She not well for
still
CT,
down.
but y'all are still below her. You watch as she just begins to fall. That is going to bring us to the psychokinetic, who rounds on the three of you that are left, and he reaches out towards Peach.
Mm-hmm.
And as he reaches out towards you, Peach, I need you to make a might defense roll. The difficulty of which is 10.
It's a little rude, don't you think? You know my might.
I do know your might.
All of our might.
We are not a mighty bunch.
Listen, you fought him before. He learned from the last time.
Yeah, he knows
true.
what's up.
Yeah, speed defense wouldn't help with this at all. So nothing. I have nothing,
Okay.
so I can't roll. So I fail.
So yeah, you feel yourself just immediately this force engulf you and just lift you off of the catwalk as he just lifts you up, kind of pulling you towards him, where he's just sort of floating out in the air, as he pulls you in, and he brings you directly face to face with him, and he says, "This time, it's my turn." And he just drops you.
Okay.
Peach, you begin to fall.
How far is it? Would I have time to use dream becomes reality to make a big soft thing underneath me?
It is technically you could take your turn now if you wanted to, because
Yeah,
it's
please take
so
your
yeah.
turn. Please take your turn.
So yeah, as she's falling,
And
there's
just to
a-
answer your question, it's probably about 50 feet down to where he pulled you. There's nothing obstructing the floor. There's no conveyor belts immediately in the way. So it's about 50 feet down to the bottom. It would not be good. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that I am going to below me use dreams becomes reality and make just a huge big soft kind of beanbaggy material to just catch her and sink into
Yeah.
it, a big thick one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It can be as tall as she is, so it would be 6 feet both ways.
Okay. I'd say that's enough to probably mitigate some of the damage. Probably a not insignificant amount of that damage.
That's
But
as big as I can
yeah,
make it.
exactly.
Big air sack that they use in
Yeah.
stage plays and
Yeah.
stuff. We have to push someone off a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It'll definitely
Love
mitigate
it.
it, but I don't know that it'll take all of it entirely. So
Okay.
Does Peach know how to stunt fall?
I know, I was about to say, can I just have my stunt double do it?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
So yeah, as you are free falling through this factory, conveyor belts just rushing up past you, and catwalks as well. You conjure up this image of a just sort of something to cushion your fall. I'm gonna say that it's going to reduce the damage by
Okay.
probably about. I'm gonna say it'll successfully reduce the damage that you would take by
Okay.
7, but you still take 3 points of might damage as you hit.
Okay.
You land on it. It slows you, and then you put, like, your momentum just carries you right through it as you like impact hard. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it kind of wins you a little bit as you just sort of hit.
She kind of just looks back up at him and like kind of makes his eye contact and is basically like, "I'm coming up there for you."
All right, Freeman, Caitlin.
Vita's like looking around and just reaches out and slaps Freeman like on the shoulder. I'm slapping Freeman.
Surprise, Freeman's here.
Kind of like
yeah.
reaches out and like slaps Mason on the shoulder. I'm gonna give you stimulate. You get the 3 to any task, whatever. Sharpen senses suddenly, and you get the next action is reduced by 3 steps, and that's my turn.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. That's good.
Can
Thank
I
you.
duck
Thank
and
you.
hide? Can I under?
There's
is there
really
anything
nowhere to
within-
go. There's
Okay, yeah, we're on a
you're
catwalk. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Well,
Cool,
I have
that's my turn.
like 10 armor. You could use me as well.
It's true. I also have 10 armor. I'm fine.
Oh yeah. Good
All right.
point.
I just want to give you a big boost. Do something cool.
It's 10 armor with kinetic energy. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, that's true.
It
I
is.
know
So,
of a lightning person around.
wait,
just-
lightning isn't gonna do anything.
Yeah.
It's gonna you're gonna get punched or dropped or shot.
Well, so does Peach's ability, the beanbag, can it move? Can you make it move because it's a dream thing, or are you like there for?
I believe because it becomes a physical
Yeah.
object, so I can't move it. It's not an illusion.
So you're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Freeman, just to get you kind of situated here. So basically, where everything is, it's you and Bina still on the catwalk with the psychokinetic who is just sort of hovering a little, like a little ways off from like the catwalk, sort of level with you, and about 20 feet up, Taeon and CT are squaring off against the lightning person and the big hulking humanoid
No. Yeah.
on the catwalk 20 feet up. And of course,
Yeah,
Peach
I
is
don't-
down at the bottom.
Like I don't want to
Yeah.
leave Peach down there.
You just saw me like literally fall 50 feet and like barely sink into an eye.
Yeah, so,
Giant
Freeman, what are you doing?
cushion.
What's Mason doing?
Okay, I'm going to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fly.
Mhm.
I'm gonna speedily fly down to get Peach back up to where we are.
Okay, yeah, you definitely have the movement for that. What I'm going to say, though, is that it's going to... Because activating that is probably your action. Your flight is probably your action.
That makes sense.
So-
I don't remember what we. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to like turn that on, fly down. You can get to Peach. That's what I'm gonna say. That's yes.
I was gonna ask if I could have turned my hollow shield on because I have the wrist thing. Could I have activated that on my turn too, or was that
I think we decided that was also an action.
full action? Okay, I couldn't.
I'm pretty sure we decided that was an action.
I don't care. I just
Because it's basically the same thing. Like using a Cypher is an action. So like it's the same thing as basically like using it. So, all right. So, that brings us.
Yeah. Mason's not sure what's going on, so he's gonna go for Peach.
Yeah. So that brings us back to the top. So, CT
do you
or
mind if I go first?
You go. You do it.
Okay. I have one question, Lucas, and I guess my whole plan rests on what your answer for this question is.
continue, please. I'm
Because
intrigued.
we're in immediate range right now,
Mm-hmm.
could I just place it, just like touch this person?
Hmm.
Or like just maybe tap my tail to them?
Probably could. You probably could.
Would that be a roll, or how would that work?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
The plan at the end of the day is I want to teleport him out into space in the middle of the crossfire.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that a roll. I'm gonna make that a roll. But if
Yeah,
you
that's
if you
fair.
successfully do that, you could just use your ability. So I'm saying basically
Okay,
that this
perfect.
roll is part of using that ability. So,
Okay. But first,
The
because
ultimate
you know,
yeet.
need to make sure I have safety precautions because you know, always teleport safe people. Okay, I'm going to use time loop, and I'll reach out and pull my future self in, and then my future self is going to use that action to use rapid processing on me, and I'm going to immediately use my extra action to do the thing.
Oh my god.
So that's the game plan. So I can do that for free, and then touching this person is what I have to roll for. So what do I have to roll?
Okay, alright, okay.
Once again, why are my friends so cool?
So I'm gonna need you to make this is definitely a speed task.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the loophole here. Like, this truly is the loophole. Like, he defends at a level 5, so, like, that's against speed tasks specifically. He's big, he is not fast. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, like, after he saw the blast heal, it was like, oh, that's my arch rival. Well, I'm gonna get rid of him real quick. So speed. I'm trained in speed. I'm gonna use a level of effort in as well. I'm just gonna bump it down to
a 3.
Down to a 3. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I lean on intellect way more than speed.
Okay.
So
yeah, you've got right now you need a 9 or better.
I'm gonna use another level of effort, just to make sure.
All right.
So that's a 6 or better.
6 or better.
18.
Incredible. So
Kiss those goddamn dice, really.
So
They're being
Taeyeon
so
reaches
good to
out,
you.
pulls in 2-1, and 2-1 immediately, like, it's not even like immediately, like the moment he pulls 2-1 out, you see 2-1's already touching Taeyeon with the energy of rapid processing, and he reaches out, Taeyeon reaches out and touches this big beefy guy, and they just disappear.
yeah. Okay.
All
right.
And because I can teleport them anywhere I've seen where exactly the crossfire of everything going on is. I want to literally just teleport
That's
them,
true.
teleport there.
That's true. I am, however, going to
And we
offer you a
just-
GM intrusion. It's been a while since we had one of those, so it's up to you. But
God damn it.
you're either
If I read, God, I haven't rejected one this whole.
You're getting XP. I mean, you're gonna get some XP if you take it. You're gonna get some XP. You have to spend an
I
XP
believe
to
you also
get rid of
need to
it.
spend an XP to, yeah, which I don't know if you.
I'm spending my XP. I'm gonna say no.
Ooh, first time.
that's a
Whoa.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
first
feel-
ever. I
So
know.
cool, you know?
Yeah, that was too perfect.
Yeah,
That had to be the way that it did. That was amazing.
All right, so
I
yeah,
feel awful, but I have to say no. Yeah.
Jack's just like, I feel
Amazing.
dirty.
Lucas is
I feel
shocked.
dirty. No, true, and that's a feeling that I understand because I too would have that feeling. But in this particular instance, as Taeyeon, as you reach out and you touch kind of the forearm of this hulking humanoid mutant form, you touch him, and as he looks at you, he rears back with just an enormous fist that's roughly the size of your entire torso and starts coming back, and then it's just gone. He's just gone.
Oh, I want to point out we both teleport. I can't teleport one person.
Right,
So
yeah,
Taeyeon is out there in space.
No,
with him,
truly.
But 2-1's still
So
chilling,
you
know?
basically space folds once again as you and he go through that tunnel of folded space as you find yourself suddenly floating in the vacuum of space as he goes kind of careening away from you, sort of tumbling. You can see as he's just sort of just like holding he is this is horrifying because this is
Yeah.
a being with a healing factor. So you're watching literally as he is dying in front of you and then is healing and dying and healing and dying. Like he is straight, like this is agony for this being, and you watch as this takes place. Just you're there just in your environmental suit. You've got all the warnings inside your suit are going off, just registering a sudden loss of atmosphere. And you're watching as the oxygen meter on your environmental suit starts ticking down. All around you, there is a battle raging. There are ships everywhere as firing, and you watch literally as right past you, narrowly missing both of you, a fighter just streaks past, hotly pursued by another one, just releasing a barrage on the other.
Yeah, I mean, that's the end of my turn.
So, CT, what are you doing?
So lightning gal is she still in fall?
She's falling. Mm-hmm.
And she's presumably trying to land on the catwalk, right?
Doesn't seem like there's anything particular, nothing close under her.
That's still fine. Can I cat coil far step again into her to try to force her all the way past down the catwalk down to the floor of this facility?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. This one, I'm gonna have you make a roll on this one because this is hitting a specific moving target with your fire step. So I'm gonna make you make a roll. The difficulty on this, I don't know. Thank you, Drac, for making it so I don't have to turn between these pages anymore. So, with that, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna need you to make I'm gonna say this is gonna be an intellect task. I say your choice between speed or intellect because it depends on how you're. I want to say speed.
I
think it's a speed task, actually. The more I think about it, I think it's a speed task. So it's a speed task, and the difficulty of this task... I'm going to say the difficulty of this task is going to be 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. 6. Would my dexterity power shifts add in here?
I don't... Actually, you know what? Yeah, because this is not technically an attack, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that it will apply here. I'm gonna say you can.
That's like acrobatics, right? And
yeah,
I don't think close to movement or acrobatics.
Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly how the power shift works, but I'm.
Yeah, it does. Dexterity is movement, acrobatics, initiative.
Perfect.
And speed
Okay,
defense.
great. Yes, then absolutely. Yeah. Okay, cool.
This can count as a jumping task because I'm jumping at her?
I mean, fast step is literally described as a jump.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. On a 2, I'll roll on that.
Okay. Yeah, you just need a 6 or better.
16.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to you leap, colliding with her as she's falling. And the thing is, you're both in free fall now because she was not aiming for any catwalk or anything like that. She fell out into empty space and was falling as you both, you hit into her and you both just go tumbling through the air as you go into free fall. The reality of this situation that I will explain is that you are going to hit the ground.
Yes, I'm full aware of that.
Going to hit the ground because
that was the plan.
Okay. Fast step says you always land safely. It says it in the movie.
Yes, but Remy said
I am landing into her as
said,
my
so you landed safely
thing.
into her.
But it's still the plan to make us both crash into the floor of this facility right now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I know. Okay.
So yeah, you hit her and you both just go careening through the air. As you fall, you take the full 10 points of damage as you just impact into the.
Your shield takes it. It's kinetic energy.
Yes, that's kinetic energy. You take none.
So you take
nothing. No damage.
However,
I was gonna say I also I reduce all falling damage by 5 points anyway. So.
This is the best thing ever. I'm so obsessed with this fight right now.
Yeah,
This is so cool.
Yeah, you fall, and literally, it's not like it. to anybody outside, it looks like CT just very suddenly, like, slows. But the reality is that it just, like, the kinetic energy is just, it compresses, keeping you from fully impacting, and then you just sort of touch down.
So you know those orbs that have like the little prong in it when you put your fingers on it, and the little like electrodes like come towards your fingers. It's that.
Yeah.
Between the ground and CT, that's what it looks like. Like there's this bright flash of light as the light compresses and doesn't let you take any damage.
It is her turn,
Yes.
and she also is going to far step as you watch as she mid-fall, as you collided with her, just becomes a bolt of lightning and just arcs out to the catwalk, where like just off from where Bina, now alone on the catwalk, is standing. As she, Bina, you see as that arc of lightning strikes the catwalk, and you turn now fully in between the psychokinetic and this woman who is sort of kind of standing up. She looks at you. She goes, "Hi," and that
Hi.
is that's her. Big guy's not even here anymore. It's
No,
the
he's not.
psychokinetic is gonna go. Hold on, let me look at his thing here real quick because I think I
Hi,
know what he's gonna do, but I
everybody.
just want to make sure that.
Everyone knows I have a negative to mental defense. Woo! Because I'm so open to everyone else's.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he's going to. Like, as he looks at you, Bina, he grins and just puts a finger to his temple, and I need you to make an intellect defense roll, the difficulty of which is actually 12. Because
So it's 13.
no. 12 is
Psychokinetic?
what is the, or sorry, 11
okay.
is you have an inability, right?
I have an inability.
Okay, so never mind.
+1.
It's difficulty 11.
Okay.
It's a difficulty 11.
Bitch. Okay. What is this?
This is an intellect defense roll.
Intellect defense. So, the free level of effort, I can take it down to a 10.
Okay.
Let's see, what does it need to be rollable? An 8?
It needs to be, I think, a 6.
A 6. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I'm not going to roll at all.
Okay.
No, I just take it. There's nothing. No, I'm not going to spend for this. I'm not
Okay.
going to I'm not even going to be able to
So,
get it down to a 6.
He strikes you with a blast of psychic energy. Bina, you take 2 points of intellect damage. And you are stunned.
Oh, fuck. That's no action?
Yep.
On my next turn? Cool.
Yep. So Bina, you feel like a spike, like a knife has been driven into your mind. You feel it as it basically like a really intense brain freeze. And in that moment, like everything just tunnel vision. Like your vision just starts kind of closing in on the edges. Like the edges of your vision start turning black as you just sort of like sway in place. So that brings us now, either Mason or Peach, whoever wants to go.
Since you're holding me, you might want to go first, but
Up on.
Yeah. So you can you grab Peach and I assume go back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Literally,
back
you
to
can just
Bina.
get right back to the catwalk if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Actually,
I'm
you
not
could go
wasting no time.
basically because you could get about 200 feet, right? Within about 200 feet.
Yeah, can I do a thing where I just like go and I drop Peach off on the catwalk and head right to the guy,
Yeah, you could do that.
like
Yeah.
a drop off and keep moving
Yeah.
kind of thing, sort of.
how far is the nearest person to us again?
On the catwalk where you are.
Yeah.
So both of them would be within short range.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're one's on either side of me.
Yeah. So like I'd say
Oh, right.
the way that this shakes out is
Psychokinetic and lightning.
basically like Mason would drop Peach, and then and so basically where this is at is it's kind of sort of a triangle. You can draw a triangle between Peach and the lightning person and the psychokinetic, and Bina's right in between along the like in between you and the lightning wielder. So that's kind of how that plays out. So
Yeah.
Mason,
I'm gonna drop.
yeah, you can get up. You can get up to the guy. You can get up to the psychokinetic.
That's what. Yeah, psychokinetic guy is gonna get.
All right, go ahead and
Whatever.
make an attack. I believe, yeah, you make an attack. The difficulty.
Can I make myself? What's the difference between if I punch him or if I act as if I'm a bowling ball? Because that sounds kind of cool to me. Like I pummel him with my body.
I think in order to drop, you could do that. You can do that. I'm gonna say that it's not gonna be like anywhere near as much like damage as if
You're
you,
right.
because you had to drop Peach off first, so you would lose some of the momentum that you built up. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, punching it is.
okay, so yeah, you get right up to him. Go ahead and make an attack roll. The difficulty of which I believe is just 7. So
Down to 4 immediately.
that's right, because you have the So it's down to 4. So difficulty 4.
Yeah, no need for weapons because I'm punching. I'm
Is
gonna-
that 2 or is that 1?
I think it brings it down to just 1.
The no need for weapons
But-
thing. Correct me if
I
I'm
think
wrong,
just
but I think
does
it's just
more
more
damage.
It affects damage.
That's just just more damage. Yeah.
But you are trained in unarmed, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that'll bring that.
That's the one.
So
Sorry,
that's-
that's the one.
Yeah, sorry, I was asking if it was trained or specialized.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was asking.
So that brings it down to a 3 right now. Yeah.
3.
Yep. So you just need a 9 or better.
Oh, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna
Okay.
roll right now. I rolled a 9.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Right on
Get
it.
him. Get
I thought it
him.
was a 6 at first, but the dot is facing where. Yeah.
Oh my god.
9.
All right.
Get him.
So it's a medium weapon, so that's 4.
Medium. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That is
I do like how that you have the option to treat it as a light weapon too. So you could like either do a big hail make or you could just do like a little smack, like, "Hey, stop it."
Yeah, so you just-
sober up.
you fly towards
Yeah.
him, fist back, and as you reach, you just use kind of that momentum of your movement, just slamming him right into like the side of his cheek as he just goes. You see as like a spatter of blood goes, like as you punch, and you can feel the like that sort of crack as you know that you broke his nose. Yeah, he sort of kind of momentum kind of carries him just a few feet through the air as he turns back to you, and you can see as his like his mouth is now like kind of beginning to be covered in blood from his now broken nose.
Dope.
All right.
That is. Did it,
That's not. I'm gonna
Oh, go
also
ahead.
say like, this time, I'll finish the job.
All right. Peach, it's your turn. What are you
Okay.
doing?
Seeing that Mason kind of has the other one engaged, she basically like lands on the catwalk and then turns to face the electricity one. How far? She said she's in short range, right? Okay, so she is going to kind of turn and take a look at her, and a couple feet in front of Peach suddenly appears another version of her. I'm just saying a Naira basically appears. I'm gonna use Nightmare and have her come out and do like her smoke ability. I'm flavoring the Nightmare as just her.
Yeah.
And so out of her just comes her smoke. And basically what happens here is I summon them with one of 3 abilities, so I'm summoning it with confusion. So instead of just a normal attack, any attack she makes confuses the target for 1 round.
Nice.
And does 5 damage.
Boy.
All right. So is that? I'm gonna assume that there's probably an attack that goes with this. So
Yeah, so it's an intellect. It's an intellect.
okay. So go
spend,
ahead and
then-
this will be difficulty 7, I believe. And let me just make sure that that's true.
and let me-
Yeah, this is a difficulty 7.
Okay. Since I'm specifically trained in like Dreamcraft and like summoning dream
Yeah,
things,
absolutely.
does
Yes,
that helps me here.
100%.
So I'm trained in Dreamcraft, and then I have a power shift as well. So that brings it down to 5.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. I don't have a free level because my edge ate this. That's what I've learned. So, in end of season 2, I've learned that. And so I'm gonna spend what is it at now?
It's at 5.
A 5. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend.
Which one is 2 now? So you have a really big edge intellect, don't you?
Yeah.
So you might have. Do you have a 5 edge?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you do have a free level of effort then,
Oh, okay. Then.
because the next level is 2.
Oh,
sorry, you
okay.
almost have a free level of effort. Sorry, you.
So it's only 1 to spend.
It's only 1
that.
for the first
Okay.
one. Sorry, my
Cool.
bad. I can do
Cool.
math.
Sorry, I got confused with math there. Okay, then I'm gonna spend 3 levels of effort
Okay.
to bring that down to a 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. You need a 6 or better right now.
Hey, hold on real quick, because I have been doing this wrong. Is it the first spend is 2?
No, the first spend is 3.
First spend is 3, and then
First
the
spend
other
is
ones
3.
are 2.
I do. Okay.
But I have extra edge left over from the,
Mhm.
which is why.
Yeah, which is why it only costs
Sorry.
1 for
1.
yeah.
You did 5, the ability ate it, and then
Yeah.
2 of the 3 of the first spend got eaten.
Yeah.
I just used my words bad.
So what did I need
You need
again?
a 6 or better.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Oh
so-
hell yeah. So you watch as like these tendrils of smoke just curl out from Onira's sort of long sort of tunic that she wears, as these tendrils of smoke curl out from the edges of it and just suddenly lash forward at the woman at the end of the catwalk. Her eyes go wide as the tendrils they just go directly just attached to the sides of her temple as she just sort of and then retract and leaves just sort of like this kind of vague cloud of shadow around her head, and she sort of sways in place, kind of catching herself on the guardrail of the catwalk, and then just sort of stares at you, but you can tell that she's like not entirely focused, and her attention is sort of swaying. So remind me again, this
So it inflicts 5 points of damage. The nightmare has 15 health, which I can track if you want.
Yes,
And then of course, I chose the confusion ability. So instead of just a normal attack, the attack also confuses the target for 1
okay,
round.
sounds good.
Oh, and sorry, this is an important part. On its next action, the target attacks an ally. Also. This is a tier 5 ability.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, that is pretty important.
Yeah.
I assume that's what is meant by it confuses, the target is confused. So
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, all right, cool. So
I can't believe you get to do an effect and damage. I read it a ton of times because I was like, that can't be right. So.
tier 5, baby. All right. It would technically be Bina's turn. At this moment, your turn is you sort of like shaking out of it, and you sort of come back to yourself as you
I realize I'm surrounded now by allies too.
Yeah, you see Peach to one side of you, and then you realize that is not the Peach that you came here with. You can see sort of the dark tendrils as she has her back to you, facing the woman with the lightning. powers.
Can I flavor town take like a half a step back? Like,
Yeah, here's the thing though. You know it's not real.
That's right.
You
I do.
immediately know it's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. It catches you off
New
guard for a
ability.
It's a
second.
jump scare.
It catches
It's a
you
jump
off-
scare.
It's a jump scare.
Yeah. Catches you off guard for a second, then you look the other way and you see that Peach is standing there, and then it like clicks that it's not real. So,
That was so fun.
God, I love all this like power synergy that is taking place right now.
Right.
Oh God. Okay.
We're superheroes, baby.
All right. That brings us back to the top. So Taeyeon and CT, who's going?
Do you want to get back in here? Get back
Oh, I'm not getting back in here
Yeah.
anytime. I mean, Taeyeon isn't getting back in here for another couple of rounds. Don't worry about that. But T1 has a few turns to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
How far
Taeyeon.
from where I am? How far is from where T1 is and where everyone is right now?
So it's
Like, I'm assuming it's a drop. So how
yeah,
far?
it's about 20 feet back to the catwalk. So I think it's probably about 20 feet from you, give or take, to like the short range to the to actually any of them, any of the enemies.
Okay.
So
But if I jumped, would I take damage? That's my main question.
that depends on where or to the catwalk, you mean?
Yeah, to the catwalk.
Probably, but it wouldn't be that much. It'd be like a light weapons
okay.
equivalent of damage, so like 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know,
Armor,
instead,
don't
I'm
you?
not gonna go. I'm not gonna move. I'm going to go to the edge of my catwalk, look down, get my gun, and shoot at the bold guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack. The difficulty of which will be is 7.
Okay. So because of time loop, all of my future self's actions are eased, so it automatically goes down by 1. So that's 6 now. I am.
Question for
accuracy,
you. I have a
but
question. I have a
cautious.
question for you. Is that a function of there being both of you in the same place?
No,
Okay.
it just says. I think it's more of a thing like
You experienced.
technically
this
I've
already.
done this
Right,
before,
gotcha,
so
okay.
I know what's happening.
Understood.
Yeah.
That's what I just wanted to make sure. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so down by 1 because of its ease. So 7, down 1. Accuracy, I got 2 power shifts in accuracy, so it's down to a 4. I am trained in medium weapons, it's down to a 3. Trained in tasks involving
Oh
sight,
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
down to a 2. I want to roll with that.
Okay. Yes. Just need a 6 or better right now.
Yeah. And I want to put my power shift into damage when I shoot. So I have a power shift in single attack medium weapon.
Right.
So, and I think you have to choose whether or not you want to lower the difficulty or make it extra damage. So I want to choose that. It's going to be extra
Okay.
damage.
Sounds good.
It's a 7.
Yeah. That right? That's
Oh,
right.
good. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yes, because it's down to a 2,
so
right?
6 or better. Yeah, 7. Okay, so you're good. Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe that power shift, it like operates like a level of effort, so it adds another 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in total, that's 7 into this thing.
Just aim for the, I don't know, in the back of the, just right in the back, between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
If I can catch him there.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Math. Okay. I had to make it make sense in my head. Like I got the right number, but then I was like, that doesn't seem right. I had to make it make sense in my
Yeah.
head, and we got there.
And I only need rapid attack to shoot again.
Incredible.
And because I'm using this, I think we agreed that it's going to be a red line maneuver.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
0, Lucas.
So-
It's 0. I don't think it is, John Numa. I don't think it is.
So yeah, I'm gonna just do the exact same thing. It's gonna go down to a 2 and put my effort and my power shift into a damage.
Okay. Alright.
19.
So that's potentially another 3 points of extra damage if you want
And I'm
to.
putting
Like,
that
put this-
damage into that,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
Put like this dye in like water or something later, just to...
Hold on. I need to real quick. I'm gonna just for the sake of ease, I need to use my calculator here real quick.
Points of damage.
So, and then, sorry, you did. Was it
So that's 10
10
points. in
points,
total.
yeah.
Points.
Yeah.
Oof. Wow. Yeah. Hold on.
Get wrecked.
And I would like to, if you don't mind, I want to take like the James seat for like 1 second. Whereas you're going from a scene where you're hearing a blaster fire off his gun, and you just flip over to dead silence in space as Taeyeon, because Taeyeon still takes actions. He is just boosting himself right now, so he's gonna tap himself, and he's gonna just use where is it? I'm gonna use, I think it's called not Force Sword, Repair Flesh. And repair Flesh should boost to increase my pool by 2, so I'm just gonna bump it up by 2 seconds. Do that, and as this creature is flown away from me, I'm gonna use my rapid attack as well to just shoot them. Just to, they seem like they're suffering. I want to see if I can at least speed up the process of their end. Maybe like put more damage in their healing, possibly, and just fire at them. I think this would be down to a 3 because I don't get the ease.
Yeah, it's actually down lower than that because he literally.
Oh yeah, because it's got a 5.
He physically, he's got a 5, but he also physically cannot move out of the way.
Move.
He cannot move. He cannot dodge because he cannot move himself in the vacuum of space.
If you fire your gun, are you gonna like ricochet backwards really far, really fast?
I mean, depends. Maybe I don't actually know how that would work since it's. I don't think mine is like a physical. I think mine's more of a blaster
Energy
than
blast?
energy blaster. I don't know how that would work.
Weird.
I didn't listen enough in physics class to understand.
I didn't take it, so.
But yeah, even if it does, I'm gonna disappear again soon, so it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to fire.
Right.
So what would that be? So again, 2 points in parachute of accuracy. Because I really want to help them put them out of their misery. I'm going to save the power shift for damage as well.
I mean, you don't need to reduce this at all because I'm pretty sure it's already a 0. Or other than like this. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you don't need to reduce.
Yeah, because I got tugs.
So potentially you could put all of your power shift in that into damage. Like you don't have to.
I only have one power shift
okay.
in damage anyway. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, so I'm still gonna roll. You know, never know, I might get a 19 or not one, a 17.
Okay, well, is that still something? I think it is, right? It's.
I think 18 is something. It's 18.
No,
19,
no, you still
20,
get something on 17. It's.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not. It's
like a minor effect.
Yeah, it's
like
so it's 4
something.
at 20, 3 at 19, 2 at 18, 1 at 17.
I'll put the 1 into the damage then. Yeah.
So at the total, what's the total on that damage then?
The total is 8.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Owie, ow. Okay. Total of 18 damage, like across 2 Taeons. One turn.
Get wrecked, I guess.
Tail of 2 Taeons.
Yeah. Yeah, so you watch as there's just like, as he is like, I'm not going to just go into detail describing it, but like imagine all of the things that happen to a person exposed to the vacuum of space happening and then healing and then happening and then healing and then a blast from Taeyeon's blaster just hitting him full in the chest. And you can see as you do that, you watch as he finally mercifully like passes out. You can tell that he is no longer conscious. So at the very least, he is no longer experiencing the horrifying thing that is taking place.
Good.
So.
How are my sensors looking on my oxygen?
It's dropping. You're down. I'm saying at this point you're probably down to. You're probably down to 95%.
Okay, so I'm good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, without a special like oxygen attachment to your suit, you've got enough oxygen to like, I'd say probably survive maybe about 5 minutes. But yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right.
Yeah, that's the end of my
All right, CT, you are on the floor of this foundry, perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, things are a little bit more handled up there, so... But I'm still going to use far step, jump back up to the catwalk, but further along the catwalk towards the elevator.
Okay, so on the other side of the lightning person.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you arrive on the catwalk. You can see her just sort of like clearly disoriented, trying to like get her bearings. I'm assuming, yeah, that is your turn because that would take your action.
Yeah.
So she's like trying to get her bearings, and then sort of like holds out a hand, like as she has done, 2 fingers pointed out, and as she does, she kind of eyes blurring, like looking like she's maybe trying to aim for Mason, and instead fires a blast of lightning at the psychokinetic. And I truly don't know how to handle this situation because NPCs don't roll. So I think it's just comparing levels, actually, is what it is.
Yeah.
Which it zeroes out. So I think she just succeeds because I think it goes in favor of hers because they. Yeah. That is rough.
Get wrecked.
I just want to make sure that I'm reading.
Our
Okay,
life
yeah.
hard.
That's not great for him.
You go like flying back.
Yeah, so you watch as the bolt of lightning streaks fully past Mason entirely and just hits the psychokinetic as he's like kind of recovering, kind of squaring up to Mason as he's bringing up his fingers to his temple, and he just gets struck by lightning and goes end over end through the air, sort of before catching himself. He just looks, what are you doing? And she sort of like looking, and she's just sort of blinking away the confusion, and then just she is just now starting to figure out what is happening. It does bring it to his turn though.
So you're just gonna take that?
You're not gonna make them fight each other, okay? No.
I know. I can try.
Oh, that's not even the right note. So, Mason, you're the closest to him.
Mhm.
You watch as his face contorts in rage at what has just happened, and then all of a sudden just goes completely blank. His face just goes completely blank. As he's just sort of hanging in midair there. And then his head turns to you, and Mason, you hear, "It would always end like this." And as you hear the multitude of voices of Figment come from this one individual, you watch as he changes in front of you. You see as his eyes suddenly go completely black. The very centers, just this pinpricks of light, as if looking through the void of space at distant lone stars. You see as his mouth just begins to widen out to an impossible degree as he looks at you. And in that moment, Mason, I need you to make... Yeah, I need you to make a... Is that true? Yeah, a might defense roll.
Oh.
The difficulty of which is going to be 10.
I knew it was.
Well then, I don't actually think I have anything for this. Because I'm flying, I'm in the air right now. I can't, and it's not a speed thing, so I can't run or jump. Wouldn't be able to do that anyway because I'm flying. I Can I assess the danger in any way
It's not gonna
to help me here?
It's not gonna help you.
Yeah, just wondering. I'm gonna use every little thing
Yeah.
I can, which is literally nothing.
I actually don't think you're gonna be able to reduce this down.
No, I can't. I'm realizing that
The good
currently.
news-
So I'm gonna.
The good news is that this is a telekinetic blast. Emphasis on kinetic, which means that you actually
That's true.
only take
Oh, you're
you actually only take 4
11.
points. 11.
Mhm.
So you actually only take 3 points of might of might damage as this telekinetic blast
that's-
just strikes you.
That was so lucky.
For
My
context,
new favorite
just
ability.
for those of you keeping track in terms of math, that is a full 14 points of damage.
What the f-
Oh yeah, that would have.
That would take my mind.
What did
out
this look like to
immediately.
Mason? Like, what did Mason
So
just experience?
Mason just got battered with the worst turbulence that he has ever experienced. So the reality of this is that Mason, you actually, what would have sent you just sort of careening through the air, actually only pushes you back slightly as some of that kinetic energy is just absorbed by Bina's buff.
Same
Ooh.
thing. These bright bursts across like your entire body.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, so you really are only just sort of pushed back a little bit through the air. Yeah.
Ouch. Mason says out loud.
All right, which now does make it, Mason, Peach, Bina, whoever wants to go.
I'm just gonna have my nightmare attack again. So
Go for it. Go for it.
yeah, so I basically how it works is I have to focus doing it every round, otherwise it'll get dispersed. So I'm gonna you good? Okay. Oh. And then I'm gonna kill the GM.
I'm still
I'm-
not good
I'm-
at drinking water.
It's a learned skill.
I know.
We're all
Yeah,
working.
it takes
Acquired
practice.
taste.
I mean, I've only had like almost
Sorry.
29 years to practice, so still pretty rusty at it. All right, so you're maintaining your.
So I'm gonna have the Onira Nightmare make another attack with the smoky tendrils. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that it doesn't, and so I think it does the confusion ability every round that I do it.
Okay. So, ooh, hold on a second. I'm good.
Because it just says it has one of the following abilities which you choose when you call it.
Right.
And then I think it just happens
I think
every
so.
attack.
So, in that case, you need.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need you to make an attack. The difficulty of which is once again going to be 7.
Okie doke. So down 2 with the 2 Dreamcraft
Mhm.
things the same way. Double checking. Okay. So I'm gonna spend. So it's down to 5.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna spend 1 level of effort to bring that down.
Okay.
I don't want to bring it down too low because my.
Sounds good.
So I need a 12 or better.
Yep, you're down to a difficulty 4.
15.
15. All right. I am gonna offer you a GM intrusion, however. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm gonna take
Okay.
it.
All right. So go ahead and take 1 XP and give 1 to somebody else.
Okay. I'm gonna give the other one to Bina.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm looking. I'm consulting the intrusion deck, and I'm trying to make sense of this one that I just pulled. That doesn't fit. All right. All right. I'm gonna make you choose your own doom here.
Okay.
So pick a number 1 through 5.
Okay. I'm gonna roll this d6. 5.
5. Okay.
I just hoped I wouldn't get a 6.
If we got a 6, Lucas gets to choose all of them.
That means I get 10 XP immediately. I think.
What does that mean? Hold on a second. Interesting. Okay, so as so Peach, you you lash out with this with a nightmare once again.
It's probably kind of weird because you probably see Peach like kind of move her hands forward, and then Oneira like kind of move her hands forward in the same kind of motion like a second later, and then the smoke like comes out of her hands.
And this time, however, almost seemingly reflexively, the woman just sort of, actually, she is going to, she sends out just a burst of like, not like a bolt like she has been doing, but just sort of like a burst of crackling energy out from her, which shoots like a wave out, like more like a shock wave than actual like electrical energy. And as the tendrils of smoke make contact with her, the shockwave makes contact with you, Peach, and just sends you. It literally flips you end over end. I need you to make a might defense roll. The difficulty of which.
Not speed. I can't get it.
Look, I'm consulting the card, and it specifically says might defense roll.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So, the difficulty of which is going to be 7.
I mean, I have not. I just fail the roll. Like, I can't do anything.
All right. So you basically flip end over end, like literally just get tossed backwards, landing on the catwalk. But you basically, what has happened is this sort of like static shock that has come has basically has sort of zapped your synapses. Essentially, it has shocked your synapses. You are stunned.
Okay.
So you take no damage from it, but you are stunned.
Does she get attacked though?
Yeah.
For my attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Like yes. You
Okay,
succeeded on your roll.
Okay, cool.
So that was 5,
I'll take
right?
it.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm. And next round she attacks Anale.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that brings us to, I think, Bina and Mason, right?
Are you? Yeah.
Oh, do you have an idea?
I was just gonna kick this psychonetic, now also maybe
Yeah.
Figment person,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fly and do a kick,
Yes.
Okay.
because it says that no need for weapons. It could be a punch or a kick.
Yeah.
So
All right. So a literal flying kick to him. Go ahead and make an attack roll here. The difficulty again is going to be 7.
ooh, okay. What do I have? Do I still have the reduction thing from Bina's thing, or is that a one-time?
One time.
Thing. Okay, cool. In that case, I will. Let's see. Can I? Since I'm so fast, can I? See, what did I use last time? I used the hand-to-hand combat, and I used. Literally don't remember what I used last time. Damn.
Yeah. So you're
I think it was mostly just I had Venus thing and then I had hand-to-hand
yeah, I think
combat.
that's right, because you rolled a 9 exactly. I remember. So that's it. Yeah. So yeah. I think. I mean, do you have?
I don't have anything like for.
So at the very least, it's possible. with it at a difficulty 6. You can spend effort if you want.
I haven't spent effort at all yet.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to spend... How much effort would I need? I think I'm going to spend 4 effort.
4 levels of effort? Okay.
Yep.
So that brings it down to, I think, a difficulty 2? If I'm doing my math right?
Yeah.
Difficulty 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
All right.
Drop kick in air. Oh.
Okay, go ahead. You just need a 6 or better.
14.
Yeah. Now, that's...
And it's a medium. It's a medium.
Right.
Medium weapon kick.
Yep. Yeah. You like collide directly with the psychokinetic / figment. As the chest catches him, or the kick catches him fully in the chest as he just the both of you just go flying back and slam into one of the support columns of the conveyor system. And as you are up close, you can see as Figment's eyes pierce directly into you. It is literally like looking out into the emptiness of space. Bina, what are you doing?
Okay. It's 7 to try to attack him, the psychokinetic.
It depends on how you're doing it.
The burning light.
Okay, yeah, then
I would
yes.
Do my big
Yeah.
light. That'd be 7. It's higher if I try to do brain
Yes.
stuff, right? Yeah, I remember fighting him last time. Is anyone near me? Are any of my friends by me?
Peach is on the ground.
But she's next to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in a heap.
Okay. I'm not gonna be any good on anything attacking probably either of these people. So I'm gonna just help my friends. I'm gonna do a stimulate to Peach.
Okay.
So you get the he's gonna reach down. I can't help her up, can I? As flavor for this, or would
no,
that
she's fully
okay.
stunned.
Oh, she's stunned.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so. Oh, I forgot about that. I can't help with that, can I?
I don't think so. I don't
No,
think there's
okay.
anything that you can do.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
You have any healing
Well-
stuff?
No, I'm not
Okay.
a healer.
Just hoping maybe there was an
I
ability to know about.
Okay, wait. I'm so useless.
I'm sorry, you gave Mason and CT fucking 10 plus armor. What do you mean you're useless?
Offensive. I'm not good at offensive.
Do something wild. Do something crazy. Do a flip.
Do a flip.
Wait, where
Do a
is
backflip.
Lightning? Yeah, do a flip. Where's Lightning Girl?
She's-
Where is
she's-
she?
right in-
I've totally forgotten about her.
Yeah, she's within.
She's right next to
not
me.
not right next to you,
Oh.
but she's within a short distance of you, along the catwalk.
Okay, Mason's locking fists with psychokinetic. I'm gonna turn around and try to burning light her.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, it's
know.
also a difficulty 7 to do that.
It's the
Yeah.
same. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do anything to help Peach right now, so can't do anything.
Okay.
So all my helps are touching, and everyone's far away from me or stunned. So
Yeah.
I have 3 power shift in it, so I'm gonna knock it down to 4.
Okay.
How much does this cost? Can I spend any effort? Yes, I'm gonna spend 1 level of effort. Knock it down to a 3. And then I'm gonna roll on that
Alright.
and hope for the best.
You need 9 or better. Let's see
Yep.
what you got.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Off into my hand, off the desk. Oh my good lord. Fuck, God. Stay in the box. Stop falling on the floor. Here we go.
19.
It kept jumping out of the thing and into my hand off of. No, we need one number. Here we go. That's good. 19.
Okay, so that is a minor effect, or
I'll
extra
do-
damage if you want.
I'll just do the extra damage because she's already got some funky stuff going on with her.
Okay.
So it's a 5 standard plus. Is it 2 at 19?
No, it's 3 at 19.
3 at 19. Oh yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
so it's
I'll do
8
that.
total?
8 points of damage. Yeah.
All right.
Destroyed.
Yeah. So what does this look like? What does this look like, Vina?
So I've got the light shield on as well, the light barrier. So there's kind of like this like popping light effect all over her body. She kind of like raises all 4 arms, and as she brings them together, it kind of like all travels up her body and down her arms and gathers. And she kind of like gets this sort of crackling light ball going on, and then as she brings them together, it slowly focuses into this beam that gets narrower and narrower and narrower and kind of blasts her.
Yeah.
Have we seen this before? Just a quick question.
I don't
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
have they? I know you've done
Well,
it, but I don't.
Oh, I've done it. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
have seen it. I don't remember because I think I might have done that in the ship where we ended up locking
Yeah.
up the 21.
No, I don't think
I don't
we've
think
seen
anybody
this.
Yeah,
saw
I
I don't
think
think you guys
okay.
have seen that
No.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think in that case, 2-1 is like, is she doing it? She's doing. Oh, okay. No, she's not. Okay.
Oh wait, no, never
That's
mind.
close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the this beam of light catches her, and she like stumbles backwards from as it strikes her, already confused and now struck by light. She is. You can see some of like the kind of like burns just sort of along her exposed arms from the light. Yeah, this is a big one.
This is my turn.
All right, which brings us back to the top with either CT or Taeon, whoever wants to go next.
Taeon and 2-1 flip
Oh,
out.
right, yeah.
This turn.
That's right.
Oh boy.
All right.
Taeon will be like,
Back
just be
in a
like,
second.
6 seconds and just disappears.
Yeah, like an arm appears out of nowhere and grabs you and pulls, or grabs Tuon and pulls him through. Or Taeon, I guess, pulls Taeon through, right?
Taeon's arm comes out and pulls Tuon through.
Yeah, Taeon's arm comes out to pull 2-1 through.
Right. Yes. Okay. Cool. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. Okay.
And Taeon just
Yeah.
disappears.
Taeon vanishes. All right. So, then CT, what are you doing?
Psychokinetic and Mason are stuck in like a pillar off to a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that the pillar is partially broken by the force of the impact.
No, it's basically like this big
Or is-
like
no?
steel girder,
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
Steel.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have another one that's, that I can use instead. Because of that shockwave that Lightning Gal did, if it's affecting any machinery in the area, I would like to use any residual energy to use Flash to explode right near her.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. So I'm gonna make this roll. The difficulty on this
Okay.
is gonna be 7.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it'll probably be an intellect. Yeah,
Okay.
it's an intellect.
It is an attack, right?
Mhm.
I'm doing an attack, so I have a power shift in accuracy.
Yeah.
Then I guess can I use an eye for detail, picking out an object nearby to
Yeah. You know what?
Crash it
That
down
makes
on her.
sense. That makes sense to me.
Okay. And then I have a free level of effort. And then I'm going to spend a level. So down to 3.
All right. So you just need a 9 or better.
Okay. Let's do it, baby. 16.
Nice.
Whew.
All right. So describe what this looks like.
So I guess like CT's eyes are like watching like all of like the static electricity like try to like stave itself off in all of this like machinery that's like gone wrong, but he finds like a pool of it that's like kind of sticking, and then like for like a machine arm that's like out nearby, it just like explodes like right in her face, like with all like the wires and like sparks like popping out right at her.
Amazing. All right, and so how much damage is that?
2, right? I think.
It is. Yes. Yes, it is 2. Yeah, it's only 2 because I can't. I use my effort for attack. It doesn't stack on
Right.
damage for that because it's an AOE thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, with the with that sudden burst, she is further staggered by this whole thing, and yeah, that's that is that. I think that's everything, right?
That's that's all I got.
Well then, it is actually her turn, and as she so here's what I'm trying to understand, because I guess it does make sense that it says that they just do attack, because the thing is, like, I was just trying to see if there was any play there with, like, what if attacking is not the thing they were gonna do, but I think because the confusion part makes it so that, like, that is the,
Yeah, it says explicitly on its next action the target attacks an ally.
yeah. So, then in that case, you can see as she is going to, again, this time less like directed aiming at Mason. This feels more like a cornered animal, sort of like just reacting, lashing out. You just feel like the buildup of electricity, of like static electricity in just sort of the atmosphere around her, and then it just releases in a burst, just sort of in the first place where she registers movement, just fires off another bolt of this lightning, and you see as it catches the psychokinetic, like fully in the side this time, hitting the steel girder as well, and just sort of electrifying the whole thing, as he just and yeah, I am going to offer Taeon a GM intrusion.
Yeah, I have no XP to say no to it anyway.
Okay, so go ahead and take the XP, and
Do you want to
give-
say no to it? Because I'll pay for it if you want to
No,
say
no,
no
no,
to
no,
it.
no.
Okay,
I already feel icky for saying no to it once. I don't want to do that
Alright,
again.
so
I'll give the other XP to Mason.
okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. All right, then now it is actually Mason or Peach or Bina. But Tan's not there. He can't experience the intrusion.
No, I know. You just jump from, do you want a GM intrusion to, all right, anything else?
So
Afraid.
yeah, it is
Does Peach has a turn? Wait.
Peach loses
I'm
this
st-
turn. So actually it's
This turn,
Mason or
okay.
Bina.
So I have a question. What is the days? Like, what is the description of that?
Of what?
Is there a condition of that? Because I'm
Like, is it
asking
no
because
action, no movement,
because
like
for the
what?
nightmare, it persists each round while I use my action concentrating on it. So if I'm dazed, can I still? Because I'm not
I don't think you
moving.
can. Because
Yeah.
Or could I
you lose your
not?
action, which means you lose your action to keep
Yeah, action to
concentrating.
concentrate.
Yeah, this is
So then, if I couldn't concentrate on it, then it would dissipate.
right. So it basically would have gone in the moment, like it attacked, you received like that shockwave, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Peach is sort of stunned, like synapses sort of fried. You're just sort of sitting there, like muscles just sort of contorting and twitching, as you sort of convulse on the catwalk. Bina or Mason?
Good turn. Good turn.
You would come out of it at this point, but it's your turn. You come out of the
Yeah.
Mason's a little freaked out by the void in the eyes, and it's gonna kind of like not advance with the telekinetic, or sorry, and I'm gonna back off a little bit, and I'm gonna shoot instead this time.
Okay. Yeah, you back off as like the terrifying thing is that when that bolt of lightning hit him and also like the steel girder and electrified it, and he also like the body started kind of convulsing, muscle twitching and whatever as like involuntarily as the electricity starts running through it. But somehow the expression does not change, and like his eyes are just locked on you, Mason. Meanwhile, his body is convulsing in electricity. So as you back up, go ahead and make an attack with your weapon. The difficulty is 7.
Yeah. Practiced with all weapons.
Yeah.
And boy, shocked.
So is he.
Currently.
Punch it.
I mean, I don't. That's all I've got. Just
Yeah.
I'm just shooting.
You can spend effort
Practiced
still.
with. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm practiced with light and medium weapons as well,
I think that.
and
I
I'm
think that's the
practiced
same.
with all weapons.
All right.
They're different.
They are.
Practiced with light and medium weapons, and then.
Sure. You know what? A lot of abilities.
Practice
A lot of
with all
abilities.
weapons. Just really weird.
A lot of abilities in
Sorry
Cypher
about that,
work
yeah.
where if you have the same effect from a different ability, it just counts as specializing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah.
Fair
So
enough,
it's
yeah,
down
yeah.
to 4 with
This-
that, and
Okay.
then
I'll spend some effort as well.
Wait, is this speed? Is it speed? Rapid processing or speed tasks are reduced, and I put rapid processing, and
it's
that lasts for
speed,
10
that's
minutes.
true. So
Oh,
You
is it-
shooting at speed?
yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah, and it hasn't been 10
It has
minutes
not
yet.
been 10
That's
minutes,
for
no.
sure. Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. Cool. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I completely. I've been trying to remember that, but so far
Yeah.
you've been only punching, so I couldn't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, you're shooting.
Now you're shooting.
so-
Yeah, exactly. So
Reduced by 1, you said?
Yeah, by
okay,
one.
so now it's
Yeah.
down to 3.
And I'll spend a lever. I'll spend a
Lever
lever.
of
A level. A level
All
of
right,
effort.
difficulty 2. You just need a 6 or better.
Lever of Ethel.
Here I go. 12.
12. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. So describe how this goes, because this is gonna put him out.
Okay, so Mason's like, shit. Okay, scary eyes. Punching's not quite working out, and I want to get away from him. He's gonna pull his gun out and kind of just like twirl it around and then just take aim as he's like flying backwards. Take a deep breath and release.
Yeah. Where are you aiming?
Center mass.
Okay. So as you fire, you see the last thing that you see before he goes down is you see the deep wells of Figment's eyes just staring at you, feeling just the full weight of Figment's presence focused like a laser on you, Mason. And as you fire that blast, catching him full in the chest, you see as the body finally, like he actually finally reacts to that, as he just you watch as all of a sudden there is a as you strike him in the chest, there is a moment as you see the fate, like he goes right back, like the transformation reverses, and you just see the psychokinetic again, the bald Anzalonian man just sort of hovering in the air next to that electrified steel girder as he looks at you, Mason, and you can see an expression in his face. And just for the flavor of this, I'm gonna say, Bina, you feel it happen, and you look up and you feel from him relief, gratitude, and then suddenly you watch as his whole body begins to dissolve into that sort of like the mass that you saw of Figment, this sort of like a just like particulate matter behaving like liquid almost, just sort of in the air, that just sort of his entire body devolves into this particulate mass, and then just sort of streaks up through the ceiling of the foundry, and then vanishes into a small opening.
And now I will fly back
All right,
if I'm able to. Yeah.
Bina.
I just want to make sure she can't attack. I don't think I can take her out. And I don't trust any of my... I don't know if I trust any of my offensive, so I'm going to try to enthrall her, and then my team can decide if we want to talk to her or not.
Okay.
So I just kind of like, after I see that, I'm like weirded out, and then like I remember where we are, and I kind of whirl around, and she's going to put out 2 of her hands and kind of like try to shut her
Okay.
down.
I'm gonna need you to roll. It's an intellect test, difficulty 7.
Okay. Still 7?
Mhm.
Boo, okay.
She doesn't
I
have any
have-
particular strengths, but she doesn't have any particular weaknesses either.
Weaknesses, yeah.
Very average.
I have, so 7, so down to 6, because I have power shift and enthrall.
Mhm.
I have a free level effort, so down to 5. Sensing emotions or dispositions?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. I just always pitch that when I'm in someone's head.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect Thrall at all. Enthrall.
And then I'm gonna spend one more. Wait. I think my stats just reset
Oh.
on my character sheet, because I definitely am not at full intellect. Okay, hold on.
If you like scrolled while having like any of your pools open,
That's
that happened to
probably
me
it.
a little bit earlier, but it
Okay.
was. But at least I remembered the number I was at.
I know where I was at. I was like, I definitely don't
Okay.
have 29
Yeah,
intellect.
yeah.
Okay, we're good. I know where I was at. Okay. I'm gonna spend one more to get down to 4.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll on
All right. Just need a 12 or better.
that. Okay, we're gonna roll in the dice box this time and not bounce onto the floor. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe this is a bad idea. 13!
Okay. So, yeah, you reach out and you see as she's recovering from her confusion, sort of turning and rounding on the still prone Peach. She's like looking fully past you, and then Bina, you just sort of reach out as you can see as she begins kind of gathering crackling electricity to her, and then she just stops as she starts gathering that crackling electricity, and then all of a sudden she sees you, makes eye contact with you, and then just stops and lowers her hands to her sides.
And so she has no
Yeah.
turn this round. And it's back to this
Yeah.
round.
So, yeah. So I think, is this when Taeyeon comes back?
Yeah.
Taeyeon, you come back, and as soon as you return, I think, to the spot where Tuon was standing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you arrive, you have a moment as you try to immediately take in what's going on around you, and immediately you take 4 points of electricity of might damage from the electrified surface.
Oh my god.
Does that go past armor?
Yes, yeah, it definitely does.
Damn it.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm still okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ow. Okay. And I'm just gonna immediately use my action to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a D6, right? D6 plus the
Yes.
tier.
Mhm. So the good
Yeah.
news is that you doing that, it basically triggered the like electrical jump. It is no longer electrified because it's not like it's sustaining an electrical charge. It's sort of like a static
Yeah.
shock when you touch a doorknob and it's gone. It's like that.
Yeah.
Basically that is what you just experienced on a much larger scale.
Okay, so I'm doing okay again after
Alright.
that.
Then CT, as you watch as Bina basically locks down this final opponent, and she is, for the moment, contained.
Gonna approach cautiously and say, what are we intending to do with this individual?
I honestly don't know. We need to start moving, so I don't think there's much we can do. How long do you think you can hold that, Dina?
As long as I can stay focused, I guess. But if she gets through it, then she's out.
How long do you think it'll take for us to get up to the control room?
It's literally just a lift right
Can you tell
right
from-
away.
Okay, in that case, Ten's gonna jump down.
Why don't we just knock her out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
in
don't
fact,
care
yes.
what we do, I just didn't want her to hurt anybody while we figured it out.
Do you think you can knock her out quickly? Because I'm assuming from what Bina said, if you hurt her, she's out of this. If you can't, I have an idea.
I can't do shit. CT doesn't have any
No.
weapons to
No.
knock her out with. He only has his hands.
So
we
Ten's
can't-
gonna go up to them and place a hand on their chest and just exile them for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, you just watch as that same sort of like aurora-like energy starts gathering around her, and then she's just gone.
We have
Is everybody okay? We all good? That was a lot.
yeah. And Ten immediately like sets a timer on his watch on his wrist computer and sets a time for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We should get a meeting.
All right.
Yes, let's
So we're gonna go ahead and actually cut to you arriving in the control room, which actually, when you get there, there doesn't actually appear to be anybody in the control room.
Oh my god, I forgot. Ada was with us.
Yeah.
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 Ada's
And
by the
Ada
door
was
waiting
so is
for us.
doing
Vix,
some-
but like yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
They were giving us cover fire, you know.
Yeah.
They were helping.
They ran it. They got the door open while we were fighting.
Legitimately, that is actually
Yeah.
a completely like that elevator. There's no way that it wasn't locked down. So like, that's completely fair.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So y'all arrive in the control center. There's nobody in here. And Ada's looking around and frowning, and they say that doesn't seem right. I mean, somebody's controlling that thing.
Maybe not from here.
Here, let me just see. And she walks over immediately to one of the consoles and just sets to work. Starts kind of pulling up. She's, no, it's definitely being controlled from this facility. I don't know. She reaches into a pouch, pulls out the data stick, and slots it. And as she's looking at it, she's, okay, distributing the virus. Give me 1 second. And okay. We should be good. Okay. And she looks up, and as you all look out of the view screen of the control room, you can see as that energy that's being shunted off, sort of gathering around the Prime Conduit, slowly starts deteriorating and sort of shunting off entirely.
Okay.
The conduit inert
Ada,
once again.
God, you genius.
She says, okay, I think that should be good for now. We should,
Gotta get back to Awakener then.
yeah.
Everyone, just hold on to me. I can take us back.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm just gonna teleport everyone.
Oh,
I
okay.
think everybody
Like,
can take everybody, right? Like, I think everybody can go. It's
yes.
just,
So wait,
yeah.
No, I can't. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna use time leap again and then teleport everyone back.
Actually,
Um,
here's just to solve this for you for the moment, Vix just says, "Don't worry about me. I think I'm gonna help him out here. I'm gonna go meet up with the other team, see what I can.
Okay.
Maybe I can help cause some damage around here."
Stay safe.
Yes.
Yeah, you too. I've gotten used to hanging around all of you. Don't go dying or anything like that.
Don't plan on it.
Seriously,
you
I'll
too.
be really upset with all of you. I'll never forgive any of you if you die.
You can just say you like us.
I mean, I thought that was
probably
implied. I
ridiculous.
mean, do you need me to spell it out for you? I can spell it out for you.
I mean, I would like to hear it.
I
wouldn't
mean,
mind.
we do have this sort of very pressing mission to accomplish right now. You know, time sensitive and all that.
That's why I like you would have been faster to say it than all saying I would be very
Well, now
upset with
you're
you
the
if you
one
die,
who's
you
dragging
know?
it out.
Okay, Vix,
Okay,
stop flirting and go down and kill some of these guys.
Yeah. Okay. And he.
Good luck. I'm gonna slap Vix with a stimulate. I know it doesn't do anything for us, but like maybe it'll give him
Yeah.
an edge over here while
He
we're
just sort of-
over there.
All right.
CT's gonna grab him on the shoulder and give him a long look in his eye, say, "I believe in you. You have the ability. You have abilities, and you should use them."
Yeah. Okay. Um.
I'm not worried.
Vix turns and heads back for the lift. And Ada says, "Wait,
little
hold on a
worried.
second. Let me just make this a little easier for you."
Yeah.
She, you can see as she starts messing with the controls. She says, "Okay. It turns out the signal jammer is here too. She says, and it's gone." And she
Perfect.
says, "That should help you get in contact with the strike team." Vix goes, "Good."
Awakener,
You just hear, "Dina, is that you?"
we're on our way back.
Thank the stars. All right, I'll keep Awakener prepped. Things are really heating up out here. This battle is not going well for anybody.
See if we can do something about that.
All right, so, as the door closes to the lift closes on Vix, he just sort of gives that kind of like two-finger kind of casual salute as the door closes, and he watches the lift begins descending. So,
Everyone,
Mhm.
touch me.
all right, so all of you grabbing onto Taeyeon, Taeyeon, you just teleport everybody back to Awakener's location.
I would like to do a recovery roll as soon as we're back on
Me
Awakener.
too.
I'm going to be tapping everyone, giving them repair flesh, add a +2 to your recovery rolls, everyone, as you roll this.
All right, yeah.
Like,
I get hit at all.
good work out there, Pat being on the back. You did great, Peach. Pat Peach on the back. CT.
Ooh, ow, my back is so bruised.
Oops, sorry.
Um,
Yeah, so I'm just going to get
Oh,
everyone with that
God.
+2.
Thanks for the +2. everyone.
Yeah. So immediately, like you all feel as soon as you're on board, Awakener detaches from the station, and you're all kind of gathered in the hold. You watch as the sort of flickering image of Alma just sort of appears, as she says, "Okay, where to?"
Conduit, I think.
The conduit, yeah.
The surface of the conduit.
Have you heard back from the recon team?
Yeah, we finally got in contact. They're
Oh, perfect. Have they seen any entrances, anything like that?
they said they already ran across you.
Oh yeah, the team's on the inside.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I think what we can do is just head to the conduit and see if we can get in any way.
The thing is, I'm not going to be able to stick around there very long. So this is going to have to be a quick drop, and then I'm just going to have to fly around and try not to get hit by anything.
Sounds good. We can make it quick.
Okay, please do. So the image of Alma vanishes as Awakener begins making its way towards the Prime Conduit.
Collect our caretakers real quick.
Yeah. You see as Aramis looks up at you and says, "Has the time come?"
I think so.
Yeah.
Very well. we shall help you navigate, although we are not completely familiar with this new one. It is possible that they have changed certain design aspects to accommodate their needs, but we will do what we can. There should be a means of entry. I have already taken the liberty of giving the coordinates to this entrance to your pilot.
Good.
Thank you. Do you want to be coming in with us into the conduit?
It would perhaps be helpful to have a guide on site. Besides,
Yeah.
there are likely to be numerous points that need to be rigged with the explosive devices. The more of us there are, the quicker it will be able to finish the task.
Good point. This is gonna be fun.
You can say that again.
God, I hope so.
We're gonna cut ahead just a little bit. As you are arriving, you can feel Awakener just very lightly touch down, and you see once again the projection of Alma appear in the hold. And she says, "Okay, it's your go. This is where you get off.
See you soon.
Good luck."
You too.
As you all step out, the interesting thing is there's no need for use of the airlock here, as the indicators on the sensors are that there is an atmosphere as well as artificial gravity on the conduit itself, just like other conduits would have them. As you step out of Awakener, you step onto the surface of the conduit, kind of to the inside of the ring. And as you kind of step out on kind of just sort of a sort of flat level surface, you can see where there is an opening into the conduit itself.
Taylor's gonna crawl in first.
Yeah. As you all make your way inside, out of curiosity, is it just you that are going, or are you bringing anybody with you besides the caretakers?
Like, it might make sense to bring Ada as well for like the tech programming kind of stuff if we have to do anything like that. So Ada as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it's just us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, as you enter the conduit, you all step inside to that sort of. You step inside, and immediately, your gravity sort of shifts to orient you to the inside of the ring. So as you're stepping in there, looking to either side, the conduit is huge, and thus the curvature is pretty big, but you can still notice it, giving the sort of illusion that in each direction of this corridor, it seems like there is a sort of an upward curve in every direction that you look. And as you begin moving through this space, Peach and Mason and Taeon, you begin feeling a familiar sensation. There's a sort of pull at your awareness, a pull at your consciousness, very much like what you experienced in the proximity of artifacts, but much more insistent.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference is that this time, CT and Bina, you feel it too. As you begin feeling it, you start kind of, as you begin to try to check in to see if you're all feeling it, before you can even get the words out, the pull becomes much, much more insistent. And suddenly, all of you, the edges of your vision begin to go black. And then rapidly that darkness overtakes your vision. And suddenly you find yourselves just in a void of darkness, almost like you are you feel for a moment like you are floating. And then you hear a voice. Vaguely familiar to Mason and Bina and Taeon, but very familiar to Peach. So you hear the voice of a man. It's been some time. I think it's time we all talked. Here, at the end of everything. And as you begin hearing the voice, Peach, you recognize that voice. The rest of you, recognition begins to dawn, but there's something not quite right about it. And as you begin to have this realization, you all start first seeing each other. The only things that you can see in this void. At first. And then you watch as fading in from the darkness, almost like a room that seems to be coalescing around you. You find yourselves in a room that you've all been in before, although it's been some time since you've been there. You find yourselves in the apartment on Sulon, where Wire put you up while you were staging your rescue. But you're not alone in that room. There is a figure seated at the window, at the bay window, facing into the room. Human, wearing a dingy, old, long tan jacket. His dark curly hair gone gray. Lines at the corner of his mouth and eyes. As his glasses that he reaches up to adjust. And you see, much older, Olim. Let's talk. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
God damn it.
Shit, dude.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say none of us saw that coming.
No.
'Cause Jesus Christ.
I mean, as soon as you said a voice you heard before, I was like, okay, now I know, but not until that moment.
All right.
Wow.
As soon as there was no voice mod on it, I was like, oh, it's old. Oh, it's old. Oh, God.
I was like, did he forget to press the voice mode? In my head, I was like, I thought for sure it was Figment. I was like, did he forget to press voice? I'm not going to say anything because this is an intense moment, but did he forget? And then it was like, Omen was like, oh, fuck. Okay.
I knew as soon as there was no voice mod.
All right. So we're going to end the stream quickly. So we're going to run through end of stream announcements as fast as we possibly can. So first and foremost, just reminders to everything. The season finale of Infinite Horizon is 1 week from today. On Tuesday, the day before that, there's the season finale of In Too Deep. We'll be going on break from our TTRPG content for about 8 weeks. We'll be back on September 1st with season 3 of Infinite Horizon. And the season 2 of In Too Deep coming the week after that.
I'll be honest, I was literally about to ask that. I was like, is it coming back? So thank you. I was very, very worried for a second.
So so we'll be back in September with our TTRPG content. During the break, we will still be doing Ramblemancy and our gaming streams. There may be some one-off programming in there if we can get some time to organize it. Keep your eyes out for, I announced the date already, but I'm not going to get into it too much here, but the Rule of Lore Among Us stream will be taking place and on that's July 15th, Thursday, July 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And will like the casts of Into Deep and Infinite Horizon, as well as the writers' room, will be participating in that. And we'll keep you up to date to all the like programming and stuff like that's coming up. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on the Discord, which you should join if you have not already, and on socials where we will be announcing all kinds of stuff. That's my spiel for announcement things. Everybody who has, if you have got personal announcements, go for it.
There's no power play this Sunday. We'll be back the next week. Full cast for the first time in a couple of weeks. It'll be very exciting. And I don't like to make promises because I am bad at all of the things. But Tuesday, late, so I think it would be after Into Deep, I might be streaming on my own channel.
Ooh.
I have it written in my calendar, so we're going to try really, really hard to do that. It's not a promise.
Hell yeah.
It's just me manifesting, and we're going to try to make it happen.
Awesome.
That's my announcements.
So let's all
Mine-
manifest together.
It's been a long
That's
time
one.
since there's been a Caitlyn stream.
It's been a really
Yeah.
long time. The last one was when I shaved my head in January, and before that, I don't know. I don't remember what my last stream
Lost
was.
to the Chronicles of Time.
Yeah.
I know, it's so sad. I love streaming. I just have low energy. But anyways, that's
Yeah,
my
no, that's very
announcements.
Yeah, mine, I don't really have anything new. Just thanks to everyone who did show up to the charity streams that we did over on Friends Roll Dice. We ended up raising $750 for the Terror Project, so that was really cool. And if I remember correctly, which is a thing, I'll be honest, I just completely forgot to tell the rest of Friends Roll Dice, but I signed up for this like program that's the Terror Project was going to match our donations. So technically, we actually made 1,500.
Whoa.
So I probably should mention that to the rest of Friends Roll Dice. I very much get in the
You
zone. I forget
heard
to
it here
do
first.
Got the exclusive on that one.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, if you heard it before the rest of the leadership of Friends Roll Dice, so it feels special, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for
Alright.
me.
Anything else? Remy, I think. Did you say you were opening commissions? Is that the thing that?
Yeah, I have still the one slot for plush commissions open. So if that's something you're interested in, and you live in the contiguous United States, because I currently can't ship overseas or to other
yeah.
countries yet, but that's there.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter.
Commission Remy for a plushie because they're really cool.
Spam.
Other stuff?
Nice.
I just have to announce that Remy has 420 followers.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's true. I do.
Nice.
Okay, no one follow Remy, actually.
Never mind, let me delete that real quick.
And Drac gets banned in chat by mods for spamming links. Or get like my sisters almost getting
That's
banned by
right,
mods
yep.
for
Right,
bullying each
yeah.
other while they were on my stream.
Yep. Other announcements? No. All right. Okay. Well, as I said, if you have not already, you should join the Discord to keep up to date on anything that we're doing. If you are new to Infinite Horizon and joined on this episode, I'm very sorry. You were probably very confused. But if you want to be less
I mean,
confused,
you came in probably the biggest badass moment.
truly,
Yeah,
In
probably
my
some of
opinion,
the
yeah.
best consistent dice rolls we've
Yeah.
ever had. I want to
Yes.
say, like ever.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Seriously.
was really worried about that combat. I was like, when John and I were talking about it, I was like, I don't know if that seems like a lot, but we'll see. For context, just so that you know, that was 3 level 7s, 3 level 7 enemies. So, yeah, exactly. If congratulations on watching your first episode of Infinite Horizon.
Yay,
Yeah,
what an
great.
episode to come out.
The penultimate
Yeah.
of season
Well,
2.
yeah, if you need to catch up, there you can go on
there's
YouTube.
a lot of
and check out
culmination.
everything.
Yeah, as Freeman said, there is a YouTube. As John Numa just put the command in the
Well, YouTube wrong. Never mind. I embarrassed
There
myself.
is a
just do
quick-
what Johnny did.
there's a quick start guide that Nightbot has linked to that you can kind of kind of figure out. It'll give you the basic overview of the show and what's going
Of all
on.
the words we say that aren't
Of all
real.
the words we say that aren't real. If you have more questions, we want to know more, then you know what? The Discord is a great place to ask those questions. We're all in there. We will answer whatever questions you need because we love talking about this. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you're catching up over a 2-month break, as someone said nicely in the chat, and you want to react, you can go on the Infinite Horizon channel in there and
People will
harass
react.
us.
Like,
Yeah, Geek Outs is making a really good point that there is like an entire recap video on our YouTube where we recapped the entirety of season 1. We do also include now recaps at the beginning of the episodes in season 2. So we're probably not going to do another full recap video, but we will be putting all of the clips of the individual episode recaps on YouTube as well. We'll make a collection for those on YouTube. We'll make a playlist and you can go through those. But yeah, so if you wanna do all that stuff, you can. Oh, hey, John says the recap still exists. So there's a link directly to the season 1 recap. But if you have specific questions about stuff, you can always ask those in the Discord.
Although it is season 1 babies, they're little, they're fun.
Yeah, that's true. See where it all started. But yeah,
we've come so far, you guys.
truly.
I murdered someone.
Very brutally.
Really, yeah,
The
it was
most
rough.
brutal murder of the whole show
Look,
so
you
far.
can quibble with this, but technically there were 2 murders that happened in this episode. So
Technically, yeah, that's true.
you can quibble.
I mean,
First time for everything.
Quibble with when exactly the psychokinetic died and whether it was. You can quibble with that, but just saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal to Taeyeon. Taeyeon has killed
Sure,
many.
yes.
But I think this is the first time he's killed someone in this
That's true.
I
timeline.
think that was our first player-induced death of a person who wasn't
Yeah,
a
I
warp.
think so.
Mm-hmm.
Our first player killer and our first GM intrusion rejection all in one
This is a
episode.
big
Yeah.
episode all around.
Oh boy.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go.
We gotta go.
We gotta
This
go.
is so late.
So we will.
Gotta get out of here.
This I didn't even talk about Ramblemancy. This Friday,
Wedding's over.
7 p.m. Pacific time, on Ramblemancy, our roundtable style talk show. It's an in-house one, so no guests, but Freeman, John, and I will be talking about nostalgia and media and the relationship of those things. So, stop by. We're gonna be talking about those things. It'll be a lot of fun. But if we don't see you then, we'll see you the next time you decide to come roll with us. Good night and good zone, everybody.
Mwah.